Okay, so Zonia is doing her nuke stream on Tom Foolery. She's going over all the Mantis stuff, all the apparently the Keffel stuff. She's totally, I think it's full blown bridge burning. She's going hard. She'll pull up the spicy chat Discord logs at some point. We've got big Tom tent incoming, and then Tom, I think, is doing a stream to follow this and defend himself. So we've waited a little bit of time. We're going to go on 1.5 because it's Zonia. And just see how this goes. I'm a little bit hesitant, okay? I'm not fully on Zonia's side here. I'm certainly anti-Tom, but I'm not necessarily pro-Zonia right now. So we'll see how this goes, all right? We'll see what happens. I feel like it may be a bit of a spurg out, but we'll have a look.
Whole bunch of shit.
Jesus Christ, are you good, Ninja?
But
are you good,
STA
Wigger?
Philly better be the first motherfucker to get into that fucking call. I want to see his ass in there waiting when I do the call-ins. So he's got some answering to do because he lied his fucking ass off about me on Kuihman's stream. Do you think I wasn't gonna know? You think I wasn't gonna figure that shit out? Get your bitch ass in there. A lot of this stuff has been pretty trying, pretty emotional. Obviously, there's a lot of shit going around with this stuff in terms of friendships, complications, people getting fucked over. We're going to talk a bit about that. So
Thank you for never looking into the camera like
of,
Zonia does.
You know, calm myself before the stream.
I took a screenshot earlier, didn't I? Because I tabbed in. It did genuinely terrify me. I won't follow up. That's not something we'll
but
do that right
it
now.
didn't work very well. I'm going to do my best to keep things.
Oh man.
Cool, I guess. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. But we'll see how I do. Hopefully, I can manage. How are you all? How's everybody doing? How are you all doing? All eyes on you. Trib, I hear you've been caping big time for Tom. Oh,
that Trib guy's a loser.
So we've got a little bit of a policy right now that's implemented. Any tryhard Tom defenders in chat are probably going to pick up an insta ban. It's not because, okay, the usual meta with my community is we allow all kinds of crazy shit in my chat because we basically allow dogpiling, we allow all kinds of fighting and everything. That's sort of the meta of my community. So typically we're okay with, like, you know, defenders and lolcows and shit being in the chat because my chat will just, you know, have a lot of fun with them and, you know, bait out their shenanigans. But because of how serious the situation is and because of the kinds of relationships involved in all this, I really don't want that to be the meta today. So instead what we're going to do, if people are in chat caping hard for Tom and being obnoxious about it and repetitive about it, we're just going to insta ban them. We're just not going to fuck with it. You're just gone, right? We might consider like letting you guys back in after the stream, next stream or something like that, if behavior is better. But for today, we're just getting rid of you. We're not going to do our typical dogpiling meta.
Enforced hug box in Zonia's chat.
And I apologize. I'm going to be switching off all the alerts for this as I go through it all.
We've got a new meta, guys. We're changing the meta of the chat today, guys. Okay? New patch for the chat. Okay, guys? No being nice about Tom Foolery in the chat today. Okay, guys? He raped. All right? I don't want to hear anyone denying Lav's rape at the hands of Tom Foolery in chat today, guys. Okay? That's an insta-ban. Okay? Sweep it up, Jannies. Okay? No defending Tom in chat today. Okay, guys?
Thank you.
New meta.
You, Alex, for the 5 USD. Much appreciated.
I hate the meta shit. It's honestly one of annoying phrases
going. The alerts popping up, so we're going to be turning off the alerts. I apologize.
Oh yeah, well, I don't. Okay, yeah, that's a point though. It was in response to Trib. Are you anti-Zonia because you're jealous of Tom's relationship with Mantis? No, anti-Zonia because she's a spurg and has burned numerous bridges for seemingly minimal reason over the last 2 months. But nice try. Boots.
Okay, so let's get a browser up here and going for you guys. So you guys can see what the heck is being talked about as I bring things up, okay? I'm not going off a script here, but I do have a document with a whole metric ton of bullet points in it. And the whole idea is to sort of keep me, you know, focusing on all the key points going down the line because there's a ton of stuff to go through. And there are links and stuff in there to screenshots, etc. So we're going to be going over that. All right, everybody. So the things have been interesting over the past several days. I have been in regular communication with Tom and Sassafras through this whole period. So Sassafras and I were in regular communication anyway through this, but Tom and I have also been in regular communication. We've both been chatting in DMs, but we've also had several phone calls. We've had one phone call every night where, as I go through everything and kind of collect everything, we go over things and I talk to him about it and I kind of confront him on things, get clarification from him, compare notes and stuff like that, make sure I'm getting both sides of the story, etc. So that's sort of been a little bit of like the meta that's been going on between Tom and me, at least, especially yesterday. That was when we did a bunch of that stuff. But yeah, I have left Tom's community, so there's no ambiguity there. I left Tom's community not long after Sassafras did, maybe like 20 minutes after Sassafras did, something like that. Yeah, and so to make, clear the record, be totally transparent there, Sassafras and I both left same day, just, about 20 minutes apart or something like that.
Okay. Can we get to the point, please?
Let's start from the top.
Please.
So my relationship with Tom. Let me talk a little bit about that so you guys understand this. So Tom and I have a relationship built on honesty and directness. We don't blow smoke up each other's ass. We don't just simply run, hasty defenses for each other. If we think that the other person is doing something dumb or we think they're doing something wrong, we call them on it. That's our relationship. It's very much a directness, hey, Tom, you're fucking up. Hey, Zonia, you're fucking up. Here's what the deal is, right? So very direct, very critical of each other.
I don't care. Also, what's this
close friendship. We were literally talking about meeting up recently.
Come on.
Meeting up. He was going to come over here and we were going to do a shroom trip together. So like that's it. We have a pretty close friendship. Like we really.
Wow, that sounds epic. Can you imagine a shroom trip with Zonia and Tom? Bro, guys, can you imagine? Wouldn't that be such a great day? Wouldn't that be a great day? I think I would be psychologically broken after that, frankly. I think I would be having nightmares and visions for the rest of my life after that. Frank, that would be a traumatic experience. That would be a serious, permanently life-altering experience, frankly.
Is not based on just, inflating each other's egos, blowing smoke up each other's ass, caping for each other. It's none of that kind of bullshit. It's a very real, I trust you, you trust me, I trust you to give me proper criticisms of me, I trust, you trust me to do the same for you and keep each other in check, right? So a real honest kind of relationship. Sass's relationship with Tom, no, they were not dating. So they were closer than I was with Tom. So a little bit closer. I'm not going to go into any details on that. Sass can speak to that if she wants, because it's her friendship. They also have a friendship built on directness and honesty. Similar kind of mechanics that I have with Tom, where they keep each other in check and they're not afraid to call each other out when they see the other one doing something stupid or doing something incorrectly, right? Yeah, it's like very similar mechanics in terms of talking to each other and keeping each other in check, but close relationship than what I have with Tom. For me leaving, so I'm going to lay out for you my reasons for leaving. By the way, I apologize, I'm not going to be reading chat much because I got so much stuff to go through, so I'm just going to be kind of going through this. Once I'm done with this and talking to Mudcrab, I will then open up the line to be doing...
get to the fucking point, Zonia. Come on. This meant to be a nuke stream.
I just can't watch Tom self-destruct. Like that's the way I see it. His behavior,
write it down, dude.
Uncharacteristic of late, the last month and a half or so. His behavior has been very different. And
let's chill.
He's got a very self-destructive style.
Let's chill. Let's get comfy.
And I can't just stand by and watch that. We've got a relationship built on keeping each other in check, and being direct with each other, and being critical of each other. And if in my friendship and being a part of his team, I'm watching him do things that I think are self-destructive, and in addition to that, I think also just harmful in general. But like destroying his ability to network with people, destroying his ability to have honest conversations with people and to be trustworthy, then I have to do or say something about it to try and snap him out of it and see if I can get him on the right path again. And if he's not going to be amenable to that, not going to be receptive to what I'm saying, then it's just all it is going to be a nightmare for me to be there witnessing and doing that and having no ability to give him critical feedback that he'll actually take to heart. So I can't stick around for that. Additionally, from my perspective, Mantis seems to be enabling the worst of Tom's behavior. I'm going to talk to you a bit about this. Baiting him into drama with other streamers, encouraging one of my viewers' self-destructive behaviors, like behaving in excessively sexual and lecherous ways. Now, Tom has always had like a little bit of like, kind of like feigning lecherous behavior on stream and such, but it seems...
Right now she's covering the new shit. Is this all like irrelevant? How relevant
right.
is it? Because I get the point. Listen, Mantis bad, Sassafras good. You both left because Tom's a fucking freak. I understand. I get the gist.
Bait-broing people are saying, no, I'm going to demonstrate to you how I'm not creepy, is actually pretty fucking creepy. Like that, women are just going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Okay, now you're really getting creepy, right? Why don't you just go away? And guess what? Bouncers at bars pay attention to that kind of stuff, and they're going to go and they're going to be like, you know what? I see those women are uncomfortable with that man that's there, and they're going to walk up and be like, ladies, is there any trouble here? And next thing you know, Tom sitting there defending himself in the bar is going to get walked out by the bouncer. So it doesn't sound like it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And you've got Mantis there blowing smoke up his ass and caping hard for him and telling him that the people on the call are just bad faith and are just virtue signaling and stuff like that, and that Tom hasn't done anything wrong, etc. Sorry, she is absolutely enabling the behavior. We're going to talk about why that enabling that behavior is such a problem when it comes to Mantis in particular. We're going to expand a bit on this. Take a look at the title of the stream. So, furthermore, engaging in lolcow behavior, like going on the JSLK stream to be milked for lols, damaging his reputation and risking his ability to network with others in the future, especially women. Now, why do I
engaging in lolcow behavior?
The reason why I went to JSLK's stream in the first place was because he felt bad that Mantis was there by herself having to defend Tom. And in addition to that, I'm going to show you some screenshots as well later on that demonstrate Mantis going into another community to basically just rile drama up for Tom and create problems that then Tom ends up having to deal with the aftermath of. We're going to show you some screenshots about that.
It's true. It's true. Listen, if this stream is if this is the sort of stuff that Zonia is going to be saying to make me hate Mantis, then this is going to be the Mantis redemption stream. Frankly, if the whole thesis here is, oh yeah, Mantis is a complete psycho who sat there and that gave Tom nudes and then sent him into complete death repeatedly, I'm gonna be sitting there saying, "Wow, based, cool, cool, well done, that's epic, cool." Like I don't. This isn't the kill the kill shot I think Tanya's looking for. I think most people who don't like Tom are probably gonna think this is funny, no? You have to see what she said before leading up to this. Well, I'm sure it will be insane, and I'm sure I'll think it is incredibly funny. We'll see.
Doubling down on all the aforementioned behaviors when criticized by friends and colleagues who genuinely care for his well-being. And I think I should really drive that point home, because there are friends and people who are close to Tom, colleagues and even moderators who are close to Tom, who have nothing critical to say about Tom's behavior. But then you have sassafras with me.
The more you say it's not funny, the more I'm thinking it may well be.
And know him very well, who care about his well-being and therefore are not going to blow smoke up in his ass about this. We're actually going to go and say, Tom, I think you're doing something harmful to yourself. Here is why. That's what we do, because we care. Right? We're not just there to bask in
no
the glory
spoilers
of Tom,
in chat. Okay.
Being approving of us. We don't. That's not the relationship. The relationship is one of directness and honesty, and therefore also being critical of each other's behavior when we see them doing something harmful to themselves. So that is something else where Mantis seems to blow smoke up his ass from my perspective. Now, Tom told me in a call, he said that no, Mantis is actually very critical of him when they talk in private, but I'm not sure I really believe that. I don't think that Tom is. I don't know what Tom's actual perspective is, but from everything that I can see, has zero criticality. She's zero critical, perception of him. Everything is about blowing smoke up his ass, supporting him to the nth degree, no matter how fucked up the behavior is that he did. As it was, you even saw Lav calling her out on JSTLK stream when she was there arguing with them, saying, "You're just one of the boys, aren't you? You're just basically forgiving everything he does and saying, of course it's okay. That's just the way men are. You're just another one of the boys, aren't you?" And called her out for engaging in what is pretty obviously, like, I don't typically like terms like pick me, but honestly, if you're ever going to use that term, it really applies well.
Free die for a Mantis Redemption stream. Listen, I don't need to die for anything. This is gonna be funny. I can tell this is gonna be funny already. Thank you for the 40 AED, Jonas. Putting this towards the Kuihman in US fund. Remember to subscribe, donate, buy a membership, go to membership, buy a super chat if you can. Damn. Yo, I gotta say, this Jonas guy was kind of spitting with that 39.99 AED super chat he just sent. I gotta say, there's some good points raised there. All right, I hadn't thought of it like that before, but now that he's brought it to my attention, I am considering the idea that there's like 134 of you right now, only 28 likes, which means over 100 of you are just completely freeloading. You haven't even done the bare minimum labor of just moving your cursor to the like button and clicking it, which is totally free, by the way. But as well, guys, okay, please remember to donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat if you can. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That is that Mantis was doing on JSTLK stream, and Lav caught that out immediately and called it for what it is. So then furthermore, greatly restricting. So this is a big issue that I have. Greatly restricting the penalty and severity of moderation.
Jonas super chatted $10.89, putting this towards the Kuihman in US fund. Remember to subscribe, donate, buy a membership, gift a membership, buy a super chat, if you can.
For the community, especially attacking trans people with transphobic attacks, attacking black members of the community with anti-black attacks, including monkey memes, and saying aggressively sexual and sexually suggestive things to other women.
Zonia has 125 likes, just saying. I know, I'm getting mocked right now.
That's another thing that
shameful
that Mantis was doing that I think was problematic. And
only you guys can fix it. Like, only you guys can fix that. I'm just saying.
Here's the thing. Tom tells me that he was hands off with the moderation of Mantis, but let's be frank, Mantis got away with shit that nobody would get away with. So she seemed to get near slaps on the wrist most of the time, and even when timed out or temporarily banned, she'd go right back to the same behavior without skipping a beat as soon as the punishment expired. And we're going to go into a little bit more detail on that a little bit later. So let me talk a little bit about Sass's leaving the community. Okay? So.
Okay, what's wrong? Habitual line stepper in Discord. Based. Yes, Stylo. This is what I'm saying. Is I guarantee, Stylo, you're going to come around to my perspective. I think.
Sass left the community. Sass and I left the community close together. She did a little bit before I did. Yes, Tom's statement about Sass leaving is a PR statement. No, Sass did not agree to the wording of that PR statement. That was not what Sass said. Those were not the reasons that Sass gave. I'm actually going to go through what Sass's reasons were today. She gave me approval to go ahead and walk through what her reasons for leaving the community were.
No, you will, Stella. You will.
Tom's PR statement that you had here. And things are going a little slow right now because there's way too much open on my desktop. Let me free up a little bit of stuff here. Oh, jeez. Hang on. These some of these links I gotta redo. I'll pull this up from the DM real quick. Okay. Here it is. Open a browser. All right. So this is Tom's statement, official statement about why it is that Sass left. Sass is okay. She hasn't been around as much lately from work, and we both got busy with other things. Our schedules and harder times matching up. Our schedules had harder times matching up more and more to where we couldn't talk and plan as much as we wanted. She's a super hard worker and has her own job, so she's focusing on her own stuff for a while. Best mod and producer of all time, and is a super great friend. Sass would like to say, when this falling out happened, no, they were not friends anymore. Uru may own the server now, but no one can replace Sass. She'll always be a fool, and I'm sure she'll still be around eventually. Only best wishes for her. So to be clear, Sass told me that no, We're not friends anymore as of the time that she told Tom that she was done and was leaving the community. So this is not a statement that Saz agreed to, and Saz would like it known that it is not truthful to the reasons for her leaving. Tom believes that it is truthful, it is just omitting further reasons. So Tom does believe that it had to do with schedule aligning and her work. He believes that those are truthful statements. Saz does not believe that those are truthful statements. Saz's position is that her workload had not changed and that her schedule was the same.
Wait,
now,
why does Tom... How can you say...
schedule-
Wait, so unless Saz has lied about the reason she wants to separate, then it doesn't sound like... Then did she not communicate to him why she was leaving? Like... What is she saying here? He believes it. How could he believe it unless she had told him that? How could he believe something completely different? It doesn't make any sense to me. Are you guys...
in the community. So this is not a statement that Saz agreed to, and Saz would like it known that it is not truthful to the reasons for her leaving. Tom believes that it is truthful, it is just omitting further reasons. So Tom does believe that it had to do with schedule aligning and her work. He believes that those are truthful statements. Saz does not believe that those are truthful statements. Saz's position is that her workload had not changed and that her schedule was the same. Now...
So I just don't get it. How can you say that he believes that unless Saz first lied to him?
Tom's schedule may have had some changes to it.
That doesn't make any sense.
Let's see. Saz's public statement at the time was that she left for, quote, personal reasons. Now, according to Saz, she has not been working a schedule that made it hard for her to be around. They were consistently communicating up until November 2023, and I've seen the evidence of this. This is correct. Since then, Saz has been trying to communicate with Tom, but Tom was not available for her. Tom reassured her that if he was going to talk to anybody, it was going to be her. I've seen the screenshots of this. Now, a clarification I would like to make for everybody out there. No, Saz was not dating Tom. This is a statement that I clarified immediately after I dropped the information about Mantis and Tom e-dating, which we're going to go into a little bit later and clarify some stuff there. Chud Logic had said so something along the lines of, so Tom was dating Saz and Mantis at the same time. Nope, that is not correct. I corrected Tom or Chud on it when he said it at the time in Spicy Chat, and it actually I should have included that in my document here. Let me pull this up real quick, because I know I've got it in here that I clarified this.
I wouldn't trust Zonia's interpretations of things. No, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. Let's just, yeah, let's have I feel like kind of mental reset. I feel like I came into this thinking, oh, Zonia knows what's going on. She's been speaking to people. But no, I need to actually filter it through like, oh, this is like a retarded freak like all the rest of them who has no idea how to socialize, has no idea how to read people, probably suffers like some sort of severe crippling mental illness or social issue. I get what's going on, okay? Facts, and then interpret them myself. That's what needs to be going on here, okay? What happened with... I've never liked Zonia. I've never liked Zonia. Zonia pandas, and she spurgs out over nothing, and she's pretty dishonest. I've never particularly liked Zonia. She's relatively intelligent sometimes on some things, and can have okay takes, but... No, listen.
Not have put it in my DMs with Tom. Saz, if you were listening, can you link me?
I don't mind it, yeah, because she's deliberately like milquetoast as
Chud,
fuck, and then tries to pander. Yeah, DK's missed Operation Cat Stomper, clearly.
We can pull it up a little bit later if we need to. But unfortunately, the next day during Chud's stream,
yeah, spazzing over Lav, murdering her cat.
And saying, no, Tom and Saz were not dating. One of Chud's chatters said that's incorrect. Tom and Saz were dating.
She's just, yeah, she's dense.
Saz left because of Mantis, and that created, unfortunately, a narrative about Saz leaving because of Tom being with Mantis, and that Tom and Saz have been dating before that. This is not true.
Yeah, she hangs out with nonsense,
we're going to go through these details in a bit here. Hang on, I'm going to lots of DMs right now. I need to go through them real quick. Mostly just people being supportive. Thank you, everyone, for the support.
There's no shot, DK.
Through...
There's no shot.
Oh, yeah, found it. Here it is. Boom.
You can't 2x in a conversation. Come on.
So here was right after I leaked that that Tom and Mantis were e-dating.
Nah, Zonia is infinitely worse.
So Tom was e-dating Saz, but Tom was also e-dating with Mantis. And I said, Tom and Saz were one thing. Saz and I both walked today. And he said, oh, okay. And then furthermore, I also said this at the time. I said that he said, well, then why did she leave? And I said, professional differences, you might say. Now, at the time, I didn't know like what statement Saz wanted for the public. So I just said professional differences. I figured that was both accurate and safe.
That's not true, bro. You know that's not true. You're gonna upset me soon. You're gonna make me really sad. Why are you making me upset?
There's a lot of DMs coming up, by the way, so I'm not gonna.
You're reminding me.
I apologize. So Sass's reasons for leaving are similar to mine, but not entirely the same. We share the following. Okay, I'm not going to speak to all of Sass's reasons. I'll leave that for her if she wants to say something. We'll go through some of it here, but where she lines up.
Hey, look, DK. At least you didn't have to make good on banning Gringle in the end because he left of his own accord 2 days before the deadline.
Neither of us just want to stand by and watch Tom be self-destructive. Sass and I both have a friendship with Tom that is predicated on honesty and calling each other out on our shit instead of simply being a yes man and blowing smoke up our asses. If Tom won't take to heart our criticisms and his self-destructive behavior and continues down this path unabated, we'll constantly be wanting to find some way to shake him to his senses and wake him up to what he's doing, yet are unable to make him see what he is doing wrong. Sass was bothered by how Tom treated me. Mantis appeared to be taking on sort of a worm tongue role for Tom. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But if you don't know who Worm Tongue is, I apologize. It's a reference to Lord of the Rings, but basically a corruptive agent who is close with the king, who poisons the king's mind and turns him against his allies.
Brother, this sucks, doesn't
Mantis
it?
unchecked abusive and hostile behavior to
Holy fuck.
Mantis manufacturing drama for Tom with other creators and their communities. And then after my fight with Tom, Sass confronted Tom on February 5th about his relationship with Mantis. And this is sort of the straw that broke the camel's back. Why is this one not available either? Oh, this is annoying. How the hell are these not available? They're DMs, but the DMs are still active. Does anybody know why the heck it is that now these things aren't working? Hang on 1 second. I'll pull it up in a moment here. Unfortunately, I do have it saved to disk. Coomergate, the folder where I keep all this stuff is Coomergate. So this is
Gringle left.
After
Gringle left.
Confrontation with Tom on stream, and Sass says, "Are you dating Mantis?" And Tom says, "We have a more romantic type relationship." Okay, we're gonna dig into that a bit more in a moment as well. I just need to kind of like run through all these things with you guys.
Wait, where's this from?
When Tom said he had a romantic type relationship with Mantis, Sass decided to leave the community because Tom lied to her about the
it's
nature of his relationship
over.
with Mantis and feeling that Tom was too compromised by Mantis.
It's
I agree with her on
over.
this. I left the community soon after her, and I leaked to Spicy Chat that Tom was dating Mantis. And this is what I did. Is it just that they're changing the URLs or something? Or like changing the CDN is constantly like rolling over the numbers so that they don't persist that long? It's fucking annoying. Hang on 1 second.
Scallywag.
Give me a moment here. Retardovision. Pins. Fortunately, I pin all this stuff in Retardovision too. What a pain in the ass. All right, here's what I posted in Spicy Chat. This is
What's this? This was a major L stream so far. Even the new shit isn't wow. It just confirms things we already knew. Yeah, I'm getting that vibe.
This is after Sass let me know about the conversation with Tom and what he said about the situation. I said, "I regret to inform you all of some tragic news about the Gooner-in-Chief peeping Tom Foolery. This may be a meme, but it is not a joke. Tom and Mantis have been e-dating for a while, and then I took the screenshot of him in JSTLK's chat where he says that Kelly is begging for his dick all the time, and I crossed out Kelly and added Mantis."
Well, dude, like, this is what I mean. This is why I just... It's one of my numerous pet peeves with Zonia. It's just like, this is such a dogshit meme. This sucks. Why wouldn't you get the clip of, like, one of the clips of him talking about flying Mantis over for a massage, whatever it was? Why wouldn't you get something actually... Like, there's plenty of shit you could use that would actually be relevant here. But instead, you've gone with this, like, low effort, dog shit, like, unfunny joke where you just replace a name in a screenshot. Like, all of her jokes fall so flat. It's so frustrating. Because it's like, there could have been something funny said here. But no, it's just like a mishmash of shit other people have said and then a really dog shit meme. Great. So you've just taken all the air out of that. All the wind out of that.
Yeah, that does explain a lot.
Omega lol. Pepe laugh. Pepe laugh.
And,
Omega lol.
So, let's talk a bit about why I leaked Tom's relationship with Mantis. Okay? This is where things get a little interesting. So why did I leak his relationship about Mantis? So Sass and I knew about Tom's relationship with Mantis for about a month at that point. We kind of figured it out on our own. Sass and I had a conversation on January 15th about Mantis and about Tom's actions around Mantis, and we kind of pieced it together. Sass told me that Tom told her that he
no shit.
long times on DC with her and getting closer with her.
Haha.
We're going to talk a bit about Tom's perspective.
Oh, man.
About his informing.
Guys, do you remember when Tom said he doesn't talk to people online? Do you remember when Tom said he has no online friends? He's not an e-dater, guys. He has no online friends. He doesn't talk to anyone online. He's just not telling me online like all these schizos. So Mantis the creep? How is Mantis the creep? I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, she is, but like not in place of Tom, if you know what I mean. Not because instead of Tom. They're both strange e-daters. You know, he's an IRL guy. He really touches grass. Yeah, exactly. The thing is, he's just working long hours, and then he gets home and he streams, and he goes to bed, and he does it again. That's what Tom does every day. No e-dating. He's got no time for that. That's the thing with Tom. He's just so busy and so career-driven. Why would he even bother with women? Thing is, he's like the red pill male. really, when you think about it. He's like the archetypal red pill male when you really think about it. When you really think about it. He's what they all wish they could be, and that's why they hate him. No time for the hose, too much swag. He says that he is the only normal he touches grass. Yeah, yeah. Addy, I've been espousing your archetype theory, okay? It's my new, it's gospel to me now, frankly.
Sass of the relationship versus what Sass's perspective. I'm going to show you some screenshots. I'm going to talk about my assessment of the whole thing. So, why I leaked Tom's relationship after this whole thing happened. So, I felt that Tom was compromised by Mantis. His recent behavior changes were influenced by Mantis, who constantly supports actions regardless of how reckless.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
From my perspective, Mantis seemed to be having, like as I said before, worm tongue roll and sort of like poisoning his relationships and such, and especially creating antagonism with those who were close to him who were critical of his behavior. Tom denies this, but here's the thing. I don't think I can trust Tom's perspective on this. I don't think Tom is seeing this with a clear head, so I just don't trust his perspective on this. But he talked to me and he said that Mantis has actually been critical of him in private. He has told me that he doesn't allow Mantis to shit talk his friends to him. But the problem is that the outcome, the behavior that Mantis displays in public with Tom seems to line up well with the outcome of what it is that Tom has done and how it is that he has responded to criticism that he is normally receptive of from his close friends. So I just don't trust Tom's.
It is very crazy to blame Tom's behavior on Mantis. I agree. It is. It is. It's very retarded. Zonia obviously hates Mantis and doesn't want to think worse of her friend, so she is just totally sidestep, allowing blame to be displaced onto Mantis, so that Tom basically. So Tom wouldn't be acting like this without her. Tom wouldn't be acting like this without her. I'm sorry, but if you're such a weak, like pathetic, hollow, vapid individual that a woman sending you pictures of her mid body online is going to send you into such a frenzy that you destroy your entire career and lose your entire online little friend group and team, your little team of producers. If it's going to cause you to do that, then listen, you shouldn't have had it in the first place. Let's be real. It was clear you're too fucking stupid. I don't know how he got this far. Not that he got anywhere particularly successful anyway in 5 years. But it's just nuts. It's just nuts to pretend this is all just... he wouldn't be doing this anyway. Though I will say, listen, Mantis was always going on like, oh, I'm going to get Tom on J-Stalk. I'm going to get Tom on J-Stalk and all this shit. So, listen, like I keep saying, there's probably some truth to what Zonia's pointing out here, that Mantis was being a worm tongue. But it's only in a based way, frankly. I don't understand how you can complain about it. Like what you're crying about. It's content. If anything, if this was her responsibility, that's based. It's very lame to get caught sending news to Tom Foolery. That's very fucking embarrassing. But causing Tom to ruin his career, that's based. That is based. 5 years down the drain. 5 years and over 100 viewers per stream. All gone like Rome. Oh, man. Zonia's chat is gay? Yeah, I expect that. It's all like nonsense and shit. Like Queen Alex, King Alex. Anyway, guys, great time to remind you. Please like, subscribe, donate, buy membership, buy super chat if you can. Thank you.
Perspective on this. Mantis is going out of her way to stir up drama for Tom. So let me show you a little bit about that. I'm going to show you what she was doing in Spicy Chat. Oh, hang on. Let me pull this up over here.
What's she doing in Spicy Chat?
I'll just pop the images into there. By the way, some of these, I think these are from, I'm guessing the person who got these for me, they got them from like a backup. Probably, my guess is from Discord history browser, is my guess, because Mantis's PFP is not showing up here, and instead it says avatar. So that usually happens with that. With Discord chat exporter, it still retains the profile pic. And the reason why it shows up like that is because Mantis was banned from Spicy Chat. But, let's see. So Ryzek says, go out on a date with Tom, let him do his thing, we can review it after. Mantis says, based, by the way, this is on January 5th. I'm going to explain a little bit about this. And then Canadian Caller says, she would rape Tom, he's younger after all. And then Mantis says, he's not younger, which I don't know.
This is just a tattle stream. It is. It's like, guys, Mantis was leading Tom down the wrong path. Guys, come over and be really upset about this. It's like, it wasn't Tom's fault. I don't care, Ninja. I don't care. This is based. Does anyone know if Tom will be streaming today? He used excuse yesterday. It was going to be my birthday, so it should be in the clear, right? I think the allegation is that the claim is that he will be streaming. We should be seeing that tonight, hopefully. I'm praying. Mantis said herself she hates people. I have screenshot. She the problem too because she wants mod.
So, and I don't know Mantis' age of her differing
That's
accounts.
epic.
Some people told me she's 33. Some people told me she's 40. The one I believe the most is 33 because
Who's telling Zonia she's 40? That's epic. That's fucking based.
one person who's very close to Mantis told me that. So I'm trusting that person more. And then Queen B in here on January 8th says, is Tom as triggered by Keffels as he seems in the stream? And then Mantis says, no, haha, he's milking you fucking idiot. And Queen B says, I don't know, he seems pissed. And Mantis says, yeah, he's super mad. We're going to go through these. They're not in order, but we're going to walk through a bit because this is stuff that, was like her kind of like going into spicy chat, stirring up trouble. Remember, Tom's big like rivalry with spicy chat and Kuihman, right? Also,
what's the problem?
But oftentimes Tom will speak up on his streams about, spicy chat is, with spicy chat does this stuff. It's all bad faith.
What's the problem?
Doing this kind of shit, dogpiling people.
I don't understand what she's crying about. Yeah, Mantis would come in, stir shit in spicy chat and called a nasty, wretched whore by Gwal for 3 hours a day. Problem? What's the big deal? What's the issue? I don't get it. Yeah, she's a shit stirrer. Sure. That doesn't mean that Tom's actions are her fault. What? Oh, man. Okay.
Etc. And then they shit talk me and everything. So Mantis is like going in there and fighting with them constantly, talking about Tom constantly, just kind of stirring up drama for him. And at this time, she's actually pretty close with Tom. Tom's retelling
was MVP with the Mantis bullying?
He'd been intimate with Mantis, like formed more of an intimate relationship.
Yeah, Zonia's friends would never stir shit in other Discords. God, that's below that.
So here, Mantis is saying for saying her. Oh no, this I see. Talking about probably Keffels, right? Saying her abuse rape story wasn't indicative of abuse rape.
Jesus.
As Sonny says, I mean, it can be indicative of a lot. The problem is none of it is conclusive. Mantis says that's what he said. She didn't like that, lol. And then King Color says it's crazy that we live in a world where Tom has been raped and Keffels has not. Oh, I see. They're talking about Tom's. I see. It's piecing together now. They're talking about the Ellen DeGenerate debate and the talk about like Tom's relationship with his former ex and that whole thing. So that's what they're talking about. Mantis says, "Lamau, true story. Who's the real victim?" And King Color says, "Poor irony, or the poor horny jail shower rapist who got syphilis from Tom." Mr. Brother says syphilis again. It's a sign. It's a sign, guys. I def got it now. President dropped it the first time, but CC Canadian Color, you just made it official. Mantis says your owned dude. Mr. Brother says Mantis release Smith. I don't know what that means.
Zonia did accuse Live of killing a cat. Yes.
And there's so many of these I can't go through all of them. We're gonna go through a handful of them. Wool says I'm gonna be a sick woman. Mean is a hero of the people. Mean is a person, is a chatter in there. Mantis says love sick based. Not sure what that's in reference to here. Wool says, yeah, that one. Kuihman says, TLDR, Sleepy was talking about getting braces and being a hypersexual flag. You know what that means. Being a hypersexual flag got her in Discord for 4 hours and Foods mods got mad, so Sleepy tried to fuck with her. Wool says, lol. Oh, Mantis says, Lamau, did Sleepy even get a chance to defend herself? That would have been better. So I'm not sure why that particular screenshot was sent along. I'm just going through this huge, massive screenshots. I didn't have time to go through and like clean all these up because I received these pretty last minute yesterday. Mr. Support, who is that? That's sourcing support? Why is there an avatar there? Sourcing support is just SS and Spicy, right? And not Ban, right? I don't know who that is. Yes, she is. Response to just IWW, let's be real. No way she is actually Christian. Mr. Support, yes, she is. Failure to adhere to your church teachings is what it means to be a Christian in North America. This is true, but this is a true statement, says Mr. Butters. Incendiary says, shit, it doesn't seem related. Where is... Who, by the way, the person who gave me these, give me a hint on which one of these to jump to in particular, because this one doesn't even have Mantis in it. I'm not even sure why this one's relevant, unless it accidentally got mixed in.
Addy, what are you saying, bro? Live didn't kill her cat. Tom kidnapped it and molested it. Can I get a source on that, please? Addy, have you got any evidence of that?
Here's Mantis. So, damn. Food shops leak loads of DMs and private shit. Oh, okay, I know what this is. So there were 2 dumps that were given to me, 2 at the same time. One was Mantis talking about Tom and Spicy Chat. The other was talking about food shops and Spicy Chat. So that's going to be a problem going through these because there's so many screenshots. I don't know how I'm going to fit them all in here. I can go through them all. So I need them broken out. So we're not going to go through the screenshots unless somebody can go through and break them out between the food shops ones and the Tom ones. So whoever gave them to me, please do me a favor, organize them for me. So I'm not going through those. I'm going to get back to the main thing here, all right? So, because it's just too much to read through, like way too much to read through. Okay, so Tom told me the only reason he went into fight with GSTLK in the first place, as I mentioned before, was because Mantis had jumped on there and he felt bad about Mantis being there fighting for him, and so he decided to go on and get into that fight. So that's a point where Mantis is stirring up drama for him in a way that is, in my opinion, harmful to Tom, in Saz's opinion, harmful to Tom, in most people's opinion, harmful to Tom.
Guys, he's like a knight in shining armor when you think about it, isn't he? Guys, he like saved her by jumping on and fucking embarrassing her.
Mantis being a very hostile member of Tom's community who seemed to be completely unchecked. Mantis was an absolute person to me, by the way.
Oh, it's crazy that he's saying stuff like this and we're gonna blame Mantis for that. Like, dude. I just had to get in there. I just felt so bad that she was getting owned. I had to get in there and say something. And we're blaming Mantis for this? Please fuck off, Zonia. Come on now. I get your friends with the guy, but fucking hell. Jesus.
And so I decided to go ahead and, like, a big motivation. We're talking right now about my motivation for leaking.
That's just
Mantis.
pathetic.
The motivation was basically also to do damage to Mantis because she had fucked with me so much for no good reason. Like, I'd always been pretty nice to her in the beginning, and then she just started being an absolutely shitty person to me, even saying some transphobic shit to me. And so I was just like, after a while, I just kind of like lost my cool with her. I started calling her a shitty person, and whenever she would engage with me, and, you know.
Oh, so here we go. Mantis was meant to be in Discord. All right, here's the truth. All right.
This will fuck her over, and she'll take some damage. That was my intent. That was part of my intent there. Originally, I was even thinking about like getting a group of people to A-log the fuck out of her and just drag everything out into the open and smear the fuck out of her and turn her into a laughing stock. But
you're showing your ass here, Zonia.
Going through a lot of things and thinking about
you're showing your ass.
A lot of this is gonna have blowback on Tom. Tom is fucked up big time in this whole situation, sure. I still consider Tom to be a friend, even though there's been some pretty.
So she was planning on. She's like, I was planning on just completely fucking destroying this chatter who was kind of, I guess, maybe a little bit manipulative towards one of your friends at one point, and he was stupid enough to fall for it. So I guess it's all just Mantis' fault. This is fucking embarrassing. This is exactly what I knew it was going to be. God, Zonia fucking sucks, man. Zonia fucking sucks so bad. Oh man, this is the same shit as the fucking Sleepy and Food Shops thing again. It's just a personal vendetta. It's it blended into a poorly justified hit piece.
I think are going to exacerbate the damage done to Tom to an unnecessary degree. Like,
no, she didn't bait. This is what it was always going to be, you retard. I understand Queen Bee, you're a bit of a Zonia fan. But no, Zonia's just a fucking spiteful cunt. Like, that's just the reality.
Obviously, there's going to be a lot of damage just in me going over this whole thing.
Spiteful,
right? So
a bit of a spiteful, dishonest cunt who is willing to just sort of cape for friends. This is once again, Zonia. I don't know what I expected.
Going out of my way to do things are just going to do an excessive amount of damage. So I decided against doing the whole, getting a group together to A-log the fuck out of Mantis. So let's talk a bit about Tom's relationship with Mantis. I
thought you were a Zonia chatter, weren't you?
I'm gonna make some corrections.
I thought you go over there.
A romantic relationship in mid to late
Is that not the case? Not the case?
Saz confronted Tom about his behavior in relation with Mantis on January 5th.
Oh no, it's President Sunday. Sorry, it's President Sunday. You're a fan
of. I've heard Saz's side of the story. I also heard Tom's side of the story. Here's my take. So, pardon me. Reading through the DMs and Saz's description of the 15-minute call that they had in that conversation, it seems to me that Tom was very vague about the nature of the relationship. I see in the DMs Tom reassuring her that the relationship is nothing serious and dissuading her of any concern. Talking with Tom, he feels that he made it clear that
but Jacob, there's two types of President Sunday fans. There's like the me type of President Sunday fan who's like there for him getting drunk and putting the squid on his face and shouting at people and that sort of thing. And then there's the President Sunday fans that are there for the theory, and I think Queen Bee is one of those. So
romantic relationship or an intimate relationship. When I use the word intimate, he said, yeah, I think that's a good description. He seems to think that he made it pretty clear to Saz. But when I read through the DMs, it seems pretty vague, and he's going through efforts to reassure Saz that it's not that big of a deal. So unless there's like something that I'm missing or not understanding about the call, I would say that Tom left a lot of plausible deniability about the nature of the relationship. In addition to that, the next message I see immediately after the call is Saz saying that perhaps she's overthinking things, which pretty strongly leads to like the idea that
you don't watch the theory.
Tom was being vague about the
nature of the relationship. But you're like an unironic President Sunday fan, aren't you? And what the fuck do you watch? Just the drama?
So let me see. Hopefully, this actually shows up. Why is it doing this? What the fuck is wrong with Discord? This didn't used to be the issue. Like, it used to be that these links have persisted for a long time. So let me go pull this up. Fucking annoying. All right, I've got these saved to disk as well. So Tom says, this is on January 5th. Tom says, yeah, I understand. I don't think of you as an employee. You're a friend that I owe big time, but I get there seems to be a blurry line there. Hang on one second. DMs. Oh, somebody else just dropped a bunch of screenshots on me. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at those later.
So when was this? This was, what am I saying? 5th of January. Yeah, I understand. I don't think of you as an employee. You're a friend that I owe big time, but I get there seems to be a blurry line there. There are thirsty women. I've gotten a lot closer with Mantis, but you definitely don't have Tom compete with anyone. But you definitely don't have to compete with anyone. You're like symbolic in the community. People don't just think of me as a face. They think of you too. I just do the streams, but you're like the queen of the community. Oh my... Okay. Okay. This is fucking disgusting. This guy's such a queer, isn't he? It's such nasty, wretched fucking groomer behavior, isn't it? That's what it's like. I'm going to start calling this grooming. Fuck it. We're calling everything grooming now. I am ruining the term. Okay, if people are going to call Chugga Conroy fucking a 15-year-old... he didn't even fuck her, did he? Because he spoke to her online briefly. Not well, maybe not briefly. Listen, you get the point. If people go call 19-year-old Chud Conroy talking to a 15-year-old for a bit online grooming, I'm calling everything grooming. This is grooming. What Tom does to his community, this is grooming. Okay? What these people do is they build a little community full of women, put the women in like positions of power so that they have a direct line of communication to them at all times. And they introduce sexual concepts under the guise of being sex positive and constantly enforce those discussions, constantly have those discussions, constantly instigate that. And because they're in a position of power, because they're the sole focus of the community, they're able to sort of maneuver the social dynamics in such a way as to just farm pictures of blown out pussy from these women on the internet. And that's the whole game. And that is the whole game for these people, because they're like DGG archetype, smug looking, no sex appeal freaks that can't get in real life. So they have to construct an entire social environment online, manufactured social environment online in which they can compete. And that's the only way they can manage it. And it's sad.
Oh, man. I wish I had those yesterday. All right. Okay, back to it. Yeah, I understand. I don't think of you as an employee. You're a friend that I owe big time. But I get there seems to be a blurry line there. There are thirsty women. I have gotten a lot closer with Mantis.
Oh, yeah, I was
but
going to read
definitely
the rest.
don't have...
Fuck, Zonia's reading. You're like Queen of the community. I know my schedule changes are inconvenient. I know it sucks, but I've tried becoming available as much as possible. Plus, chat has gotten a lot busier and faster, and I'm trying to ignore chat more. The biggest complaints about my stream is I spend too much time pausing to address irrelevant shit in chat, so I've been trying to get better about that and not pay as much attention. I've gotten through stuff faster, it makes it easier to clip into videos. But you can always just send me a DM and instead, if you're trying to talk to me from chat. People think of me, they think of you too, so there's not much competition with anyone. You've gotten a lot closer with Mantis, but make that make sense. But what? I know you don't like her. What does that mean? Tom, seriously. Oh, man.
To compete with anyone. You're like symbolic in the community. People don't just think of me as a face, they think of you too. I just do the streams, but you're like the queen of the community. I know my schedule changes. I know my schedule changes are inconvenient, and I know it sucks, but I've tried becoming available as much as possible. Plus, chat has gotten a lot busier and faster, and I'm trying to ignore chat, and I'm trying to ignore chat more. The biggest complaint about my streams is I spend too much time pausing to address irrelevant shit in chat that I've been trying to get better at, and just not pay as much attention. I've gotten through stuff faster, and it makes it easier to clip into videos, but you can always send me a DM, and instead you try talking to me from chat. LOL, people think of me. People think of me, they think of you too, so there's no competition with anyone. And by the way, this has been edited. Other posts in here have been edited, by the way, so keep that in mind. I have no idea when they're edited. I don't have access to the original, so I can't hover over to find out. Sassafras says, you've gotten a lot closer with Mantis, but what that, make that make sense. And that's been edited, by the way. So Tom says, but what? I know you don't like her. And then Sassafras, what does that mean? Tom, seriously. And then we have part 2 here. Tom, you see, here's a trailing seriously. And then Tom says, I don't know what you're asking. And then Sass says, what do you mean when you say you've gotten a lot closer with Mantis? Tom says that I talk to her a lot. You always get mad when I bring her up, or even if I send her pics that you sent me. So I was saying, I know that bothers you, but you're not competing with her. Sass says, what do you mean I'm not competing with her? Like, generally or with you? And then...
Bro, this is so... Why is this a conversation you're having with a moderator? With your moderator and producer? Why is this situation even occurred? See, how can you blame that? It's nuts that Zonia is going to sit there and act like, oh, it's just Worm-Tongue Mantis is the problem. It's just Worm-Tongue Mantis is the problem. The fact this even became a situation, the fact Tom even ended up in this situation is fucking insane. This is not how you should be running your stream. This is not how you should be running your career. The idea that you're even doing this. This is someone who does like all the fucking work for your channel, dude. Why are you ending up in a fucking conversation where you're having to be like, listen, I know I'm talking to a new woman, but you have to understand that you're never going to be competing for me, okay? I'm always going to have attention for both of you, okay? Why are you even in this fucking situation? It shouldn't have even been happening. You're an idiot. You're like either doing something fucked, where you're leading people on and being weird, which is fine, I'll say, okay, listen, I'm not going to sit here and moralize about how you run your private relationships, but the issue is that when it crosses over into your business like this, it's going to blow up fucking crazy publicly and ruin your shit. And you can't blame anyone but yourself, because at the end of the day, when it comes to your fucking business, the buck fucking stops with you, no? It's not Mantis's fault for sending you pussy pics and fucking tempting you. It's not her fault for doing for doing that at all. It's your fault for being a fucking idiot. My voice changed suddenly, did it? So you greenlight those fucking employees? What's your first Zonia?
Sass calls him, and see that call lasted 15 minutes long. And Sass described to me the nature of the call. I'm not going to show the rest of the DMs because they get a little sensitive, but immediately after this call, there is a post from Sass saying that maybe she's overthinking things. And it looks to me that when Sass got done with the call, Tom reassured her that things were just, okay, that he just gotten closer with her and that there was nothing romantic going on. That's the way it looks.
He led Sass on for years to get free labor, winning. I mean, yeah, that is kind of epic. I don't disagree with that. That is kind of epic. But it's also a stupid move, right? Like, it's based. It's cool. That's one thing that does make me like Tom a little bit more, in a way. But it's stupid. You shouldn't have that person. If you're going to lead that person on for free labor, you definitely shouldn't have them so intricately tied to your business. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's a recipe for a total fuck up.
At the worst. At the best, it has a feel of Tom being very vague and downplaying the severity or the intensity of the relationship. So that's my observation.
Exactly. See, Rita is getting it. How are you on the wavelength right now? He should have followed the intern strategy. Exactly. Make her get the coffee. Exactly. Man, he just didn't think about this at all, did he?
Furthermore, in my observation, Tom disagrees with me on this, but in my observation, Mantis had roughly free reign to behave however she wanted in Tom's community, which had largely been an antagonistic contribution. Mantis,
it wasn't exploiting it because it's awesome. It just came with the cooming. Oh yeah, true. See, it's based if you're doing it from like a career free labor perspective and not really interested in the sexual romantic element of it. But he was clearly interested in that. And then the business stuff came secondary. So that's the issue there, I think. Yeah. So that's not cool, actually. No, that's sad. That's pathetic. That's lame. That's gay.
Often targeting them with their immutable traits and saying things that would earn most people a permaban.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
Let me go pull it out of Retardovision. By the way, if you guys want to know where all the wild shit is in my Discord, it's in the channel called Retardovision, which you can't see by default. If you want to be able to access it, there's a channel called Retardo Rules. You need to go click on that, read through the rules, and then click on the little icon.
So it's spicy chat. Okay.
So, this is Mantis fighting with Smith, who's a black man. So Smith says, Mantis, keep running, because I won't stop till we get to the bottom of this. Mantis responds with a monkey image. If you had any doubts about the nature of the monkey image, allow me to dispel any doubts that you may have had. This is
Let's go! That's a banger. Come on, you can't even deny that that's a banger. That's such a banger.
Thing, but it makes it pretty clear. I don't dance as monkey N-words. I'm streaming the Twitch right now. Sorry guys, I can't say it in here. Who need some reassurance they aren't some chattel N-words, right? That makes it pretty clear what she's talking about. Monkey N-words.
What's the problem? What's the big deal? Wasn't that to Stylo? That's funny.
So if there is any doubt about how she's using that monkey when responding to Smith, it's pretty clear.
Oh, it was Smith. I don't think it was Smith. It was just Stylo, wasn't it?
Racism and everything, but when you're inside a community that doesn't allow that kind of shit, and especially doesn't allow you to target people based on their immutable traits, where most people would earn a permaban for that, she got away nearly scot-free with this shit.
Wait, this wasn't in Tom's though. This was in Spicy Chat, isn't it? Her name's Green.
If you had any doubts about the nature of the monkey image, allow me to dispel any doubts that you may have had.
Yeah, this is in Spicy Chat. This was in Spicy Chat. No, am I crazy?
This is out of context as a separate thing, but it makes it pretty clear. I don't dance for the loud ass monkey N-words. I'm streaming the Twitch right now. Sorry guys, I can't say it in here. Yeah,
so this is just so retarded. Zonia's not only is the narrative retarded from the outset that this is all somehow Mantis' fault and not just Tom's own retarded decision making and inability to control himself, but that she was getting a free pass as community. She's getting details wrong. This didn't fucking happen in Tom's. Yeah, the monkey gif was in Tom's, but this wasn't in Tom's.
N-words, right? That makes it pretty clear what she's talking about. Monkey N-words, chattel N-words. So if there's any doubt about how she's using that monkey when responding to Smith, it's pretty clear what she's doing.
Oh, wait, she's using this to back up the monkey, that the monkey was going at her? The monkey was going at Smith, rather? That's it? Bro, literally, who cares, dog? Oh, man, I just...
hey, you guys know me. I love a bit of racism and everything, but you know, when you're inside a community that doesn't allow that kind of shit, and especially doesn't allow you to target people based on their immutable traits, where most people would earn a permaban for that, she got away nearly scot-free with it.
She was dog whistling in Tom's Discord. She was dog whistling in Tom's Discord, actually. She was dog whistling. Good. Smith was probably chimping out, let's be honest. Let's be totally real. Show me that she was wrong.
The shit. She earned a temporary ban.
We do not care.
Apparently by glitching, Tom tells me. So I don't really know what all the deets are because I didn't bother to like grab all the logs before I left the community, so I can't tell you exactly how things played out. Yeah, there's a standard in the community. There's rules in place in the community. It's not like it is on my streams on Kick where you can basically get away with almost anything. There's actual rules that Tom has. He doesn't allow this stuff. But Mantis got away with this shit. And on the rare occasion that she got like temporarily timed out or temporarily banned, when she come back in, she go right back to her bullshit. So let's show some other stuff here. Mantis saying, no one wants to debate about the N-word. Shut up. And Smith is pointing out saying, oh, why not? Because it proves my point. Damn, I can't bear Smith being right. Damn, when did racists get this cowardice like that wild? Like
this is one of my screenshots because I'm the only one who uses this fucking red and black background, aren't I? I never see anyone else using this shit. Is this one of mine?
Give a shit about the N-word. Say it all the fuck you want. But I have a very clear position. If you're actually attacking people based on their immutable traits, you're a piece of shit, right? There's no point to do that shit. But you know, just saying the word, I don't give a fuck. But again, in Tom's community, you're not allowed to do that shit. And then Mantis says, Smith, to me, you are entertainment the same way watching
Rancid background, yeah, but it matches my
and then she says, so pipe down
my stack.
And I want to also stress something. Smith was very critical, was like pushing back on Mantis's use of the N-word. And sure, Smith has that position. He's pushed back on me about it when I've talked about it being no big deal, right? But the problem here is that she's intentionally using the N-word to smuggle in the hard R, referring to Smith himself. She's pointedly saying it to him, using it as a push button for him. So it's a very good thing as well. And it's not something I'm morally grandstand about. I'm more just demonstrating behavior in the community that she pretty much got away scot-free with, and at bare minimum would earn temporary timeouts or bans for, but then would go right back into the community being a massive piece of shit.
So how is that her fault? This is all Tom's fault. This isn't her fault.
Shit. So, and where the vast majority of people who did even a fraction of the shit that Mantis did would have been permabanned a long fucking time ago. So,
like, the moderation of Tom's community is not on her. Like, it's not her job to sit there and be like, oh, am I going too far? Am I going too far? If she's not being moderated, then clearly the moderators or the admins don't think it's too far. So cry at Tom. It's Tom's fucking issue. It's his fucking server. Stop trying to displace blame when it's clearly all... It's all... His actions are his own. His business is his own. His Discord server is his own. It's retarded. This is so dumb. This is so dense. Most predictable Zonia fumble, literally. Unironically.
I don't think I need to show any more of Mantis' stuff at this point. I think this is... Well, hold on. Let's...
Well, I mean...
Put more things up here. The problem is I don't know if these things are going to come up or if they're just going to say not available anymore because of the way the CDN works. Let's not go through it. There's some stuff that she also said about me in Tom's stream chat. Tom did confront her on it. So let me talk a little bit about that. Back on January 15th when Sass and I were collaborating and coming together and talking about the situation between Tom and Mantis. Mantis had sent some transphobic shit about me in Tom's stream chat. She did not get timed out or anything. I have a general policy where if I'm in Tom's stream chat and people are shit talking me, I don't act on it. I'll let one of the other mods do it, right? Because it seems too biased, right? Because I have mod powers, mod privileges, and I was fighting with her, like I was responding, and I was responding in kind and going after her, right? But I didn't, you know, I'm not going to go and like time her out if I engage or anything like that, right? So, but nobody else did. So Sass like went back to the VOD at the end of the stream and went back through the chat, found what was going on, screenshot it, sent it to Tom. Tom apparently got pissed off about it and confronted Mantis about it. And Tom confirmed that with me. And Mantis then left his community and actually stopped talking to Tom for like a day. But then she came back to Tom's community a few days later and basically resumed doing the same fucking behavior. Let's see. There's one other thing I think I was going to bring up in here that I felt was kind of really supported the point about Mantis' behavior in the community that I feel is problematic that never would have been accepted otherwise. This is something I even talked about in the mod chat. Just need to find it wherever the hell it is. It's in here. Pretty sure it's in here. Give me a moment. Found it. So this. Okay, so Hana thing, in parentheses, when she gets over her bruised ego, Plo says, I'm an Alex fan. Alex is Mantis, by the way. Mantis says, Hana thing, do me a favor and suck my dick. And Foodshop says, oh, and then Mantis says, nice and deep slut. When in the mod chat, I actually posted the screenshot and I said, this gets a little sexual harassy. Like, the way I see it, sexual harassment on like the internet is kind of like, it's not as big a deal as like in person where someone has power over you or anything. But in the case of Mantis being in the community and being largely unchecked, being Tom's fuck buddy, roughly, and getting to kind of do whatever she wants and feeling like she's the queen of Tom's community, it's a little bit different, right? It creates this culture in the community that Mantis basically has a form of power over the people there and then can say whatever she wants and get away with it and never gets anything more than a slap on the wrist. So, like, obviously, suck my dick, pretty common turn of phrase, not really a big deal, whatever, who cares? But the nice and deep slut part makes it way more sexually suggestive and a bit yikesy. And, you know, so that was something where I was like, yeah, this is inappropriate. I don't think we should just kind of let this one go. So, it never got acted on. And let's see. As I mentioned, she does get a slap on the wrist, at most get temporary ban, and then she gets revoked. Tom said that Glitchin had revoked her ban, pardon me. I'm drinking a soda and making me burpy. Tom tells me that he never intervened on any of the stuff with Mantis himself, didn't give her any special treatment, and left all the decisions up to the mod team. I don't know really how to take that, honestly, because it's just a fact that she got away with a ton of stuff that most people would have earned a permaban for. I don't know what the heck was going on in there. I don't know what the conversations were between Tom and his mods. I made it clear in the mod chat that this kind of stuff really isn't appropriate. I don't know, things just didn't. Hey Jess, how you doing? Things just never got acted on. So I don't know what to take from Tom's statement. There you go. You got your information. You guys make up the decision. So let's talk about the nude leak, okay? I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on this. Tom is going to cover it on his stream tonight. He's going to do his own talk about it. So let's talk about the nude leak that happened. So the night after my confrontation with Tom was on Wick's stream defending himself. It turned into a panel and everything. And then after that, Tom was on his stream doing whatever he was doing and was wrapping up his stream or something. At some point, he goes and he brings up media player. Media player shows up on the screen, and in the library, the video history, there was a nude on there, and people were speculating that it was Mantis. Yes, 100%. It has been confirmed. It is Mantis. Somebody was able to show me something where we were able to line something up and compare them.
Yo, I literally just got back. Yo. I feel like I just missed like the funny part here. Oh no.
To take from Tom's statement. There you go. You got your information. You guys make up the decision. So let's talk about the nude leak, okay? I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on this. Tom is going to cover it on his stream tonight. He's going to do his own talk about it. So let's talk about the nude leak that happened. So the night after my confrontation with Tom.
Wait. So what's Tom talking about?
Clear in the mod chat that this kind of stuff is just a fact that she got away with a ton of stuff that most people would have earned a permaban for. I don't know what the heck was going on in there. I don't know what the conversations were between Tom and his mods. I made it clear in the mod chat that this kind of stuff really isn't appropriate. I don't know. Things just didn't. Hey Jess,
it's just like, but like it's retarded. It's like gross. Are we calling this sexual harassment? Are we really? We're really calling this sexual harassment? Like, the reason why people might get... I wouldn't even call what Tom did to Kelly sexual harassment, right? But the reason people might veer towards that is because in response, he acted in a further sexually aggressive way in response to a declined sexual expression of sexual interest, right? That's why people would call that sexual harassment. This is just like shit talking there, Discord. I don't understand how you can find why Zonia is still trying to make the argument it's sexual harassment. I feel like it's dumb as fuck, no?
How you doing? Things just never got acted on. So I don't know what to take from Tom's statement. There you go. You got your information. You guys make up the decision. So let's talk about the nude leak, okay? I'm not going to go into a ton of detail on this. Tom is going to cover it on his stream tonight. He's going to do his own talk about it. So let's talk about the nude leak that happened. So the night after my confrontation with Tom was on Wick's stream defending himself. It turned into
a woman saying "suck my dick" is not sexual harassment. It's fucking dude. They all spurged out over this shit when it happened as well. I think Hannah and Zonia were both spurging about it. Zonia immediately sees red when a boy sits at the girls' lunch table. What on earth do you mean by that? Fucking Zonia making me feel sympathetic for fucking Mantis, moron. Dude, I told you, I said this when it started. No one believed me that this was a Mantis Redemption stream, but honestly, I knew it was going to be. Because this Zonia bitch is fucking retarded, and it's clear that she just fucking has it out for Mantis, and is using it as an opportunity to deflect blame for Tom's actions on someone else. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It's wretched. It's reptilian behavior. Which makes sense given Zonia looks like she's about to slip out of a skin suit. Jesus.
And everything, and then after that, Tom was on his stream doing whatever he was doing and was wrapping up his stream or something. At some point, he goes and he brings up media player. Media player shows up on the screen, and in the library, the video history, there was a nude on there, and people were speculating that it was Mantis. Yes, 100%. It has been confirmed. It is Mantis. Somebody was able to show me something where we were able to line something up and compare them side by side. And yes, you can see the sleeve tattoo on this arm. You can also see the mole, the right of the belly button. So it is 100% confirmed that nude was of Mantis. Tom's going to address it in more detail on his stream. So Tom has confirmed it as well. Like I showed the things that I received to him, and he confirmed it. So he said 100% to me. So one thing to point out, anybody who's been sharing that screenshot around, you need to do yourself a favor and clean up anything about it, like in DMs or whatever, because that can basically be considered to be a form of revenge porn. So please don't share it out any further. And do not leave that lingering in any DMs or chats or anything. all right? Because this could turn into a problem for you. Let's see. So let's talk a little bit about my position on the Tom and Kelly Jean situation, okay? Because I didn't really get to really clearly state what my position is after the blow up that Tom and I had. So I think it's perfectly understandable that Kelly Jean, when prompted by JSTLK to, about the Tom going over her Instagram, I think it's perfectly okay for her to say that it was weird and or creepy for him to go over that and for his chat to say the things that they said in response to it. Like, that's always going to be a subjective statement, right? Like, I know Tom wants to sort of debate whether or not he himself is weird or creepy for doing that, but that's always a subjective statement, right? It's going to be based on a person's feeling. Where there's no real way for us to like objectively say that Tom is creepy or weird, right?
Wait. What's this? I don't know if you got to it in the VOD, but now that Zonia brushed over 7, I'm throwing it. Okay.
So Tom wanting to debate on that level made no sense, right?
Wait, let me go back. Let me go back. I'm just okay for a second.
The video history, there was a nude on there, and people were speculating that it was Mantis. Yes, 100%. It has.
I have just received receipts that paint Tom's behavior in a reprehensible light. We've got to stop the caping for Tom, okay? I'm saying I knew Zonia was going to try some bullshit today, okay? I knew it. I knew it was coming. It's crazy that she's letting him cape. Letting him sweep.
Has been confirmed. It is Mantis. Somebody was able to show me something where we were able to line something up and compare them side by side. And yes, you can see the sleeve tattoo on this arm. You can also see the mole to the right of the belly button. So it is 100% confirmed that nude was of Mantis. Tom is going to address it in more detail on his stream. So Tom has confirmed it as well. Like I showed the things that I received to him, and he confirmed it. So he said 100% to me. So let's. One thing to point out, anybody who's been sharing that screenshot around, you need to do yourself a favor and clean up anything about it, like in DMs or whatever, because that can basically be considered to be a form of revenge porn. So please don't share it out any further. And do not leave that lingering in any DMs or chats or anything. All right, because this could turn into a problem for you. Let's see. So let's talk a little bit about my position on the Tom and Kelly Jean situation, okay? Because I didn't really get to really clearly state what my position is after the blow up that Tom and I had. So I think
Dave Promo, you are right. It's just pretty crazy that it's like just total. It's Nuke Mantis, Nuke Mantis, Nuke Mantis. Oh yeah, by the way, her nude got leaked by Tom by no fault of her own. It's 100% her. Fuck Mantis, fuck Mantis, fuck Mantis. Like what? Even I was on stream. Okay, I know why you're gonna say this is, but even when I was on stream, I was like, no, this is actually kind of fucked up. This does suck. It isn't her fault this has happened at all. Other than being retards sending you to Tom Foolery. But it's fucking stupid. Yeah, Zonia High Council spinning narratives her favourites. It's a fucking pathetic, man. I don't know why anyone listens to this dishonest cunt. Yeah, it's fucking such a loser shit.
Jean, when prompted by JSTLK to, about the Tom going over her Instagram, I think it's perfectly okay for her to say that it was weird and or creepy for him to go over that and for his chat to say the things that they said in response to it. Like, that's always going to be a subjective statement, right? Like, I know Tom wants to sort of debate whether or not he himself is weird or creepy for doing that. But that's always a subjective statement, right? It's going to be based on a person's feeling. Where there's no real way for us to like objectively say that Tom is creepy or weird, right? So Tom wanting to debate on that level made no sense, right? And the fact that he was so heated about her saying it on JSTLK's stream, I don't know, man. I just feel like that's over the top. I know his position is that she's on JSTLK's stream. His enemy, the guy who labeled him a
this
sex
is just
pest,
so
right?
ill.
But
it's
really,
just so
fucking
fucking ill.
out, like she always does on JSTLK's stream, doing the Orbiter Hangout kind of thing, right? Orbiter After Hours or whatever the hell it's called, I don't know. And so they're shooting the shit. They talk about several different things throughout that stream. And then at one point, JSTLK brings up that Tom was going over her Instagram profile on stream the other day, and they go over it, and she says that it's weird, that he's creepy, right? I think it's a perfectly understandable thing for her to say. I don't understand why. Like, if I were in Tom's position, I'd be thinking, ooh, I don't feel this is very fair, but sure, it's understandable that she would have that take, and that's fine. She can have that take.
Tom doesn't think it's fair.
It just seems like pointless to go onto that stream and try and debate her on it. So Kelly Jean, in my opinion, never deserved the response that Tom gave in JSTLK's chat, which was to say the thing that I mememed on earlier, right? Which is to say that Kelly Jean is always begging for his dick. Like, I think that's a very inappropriate response. I don't think that she deserved that. There's no point in saying that. It's just, and a lot of people have made an excellent point that she's sitting there and saying, I'm sorry.
It's an inappropriate response. Sorry. She was calling what's on screen here sexual harassment, and that's just an inappropriate response to turn around and say, you're always begging for my dick when a girl says she's not interested in you. Are you kidding me? But a woman saying, suck my dick nice and deep, or whatever the fuck it is, on in a Discord chat to someone shit talking her. But that sexual harassment.
Sorry, I don't like you ogling me sexually on stream, or your chat ogling me sexually on stream and making statements about me. Somebody in the chat said something along the lines of like that they want to impregnate her, and Tom is, from what I've heard, never actually reprimanded the chat or told him to calm down or dial it down or anything like that. So yeah, she's sitting there going and saying, that's weird, that's creepy, I don't like it. And then Tom goes into JSTLK's chat and says, Kelly Jean is always begging for his dick, or begging for his dick, always, right? You know, something like that. So that's an inappropriate response. She didn't deserve that. I also think that the optics are completely disastrous for Tom, and I think he's just damaging his ability to network with other women in this space. And then, you know, Tom simply doesn't seem to be registering like what it is that his friends who care about him are saying about this when they're critical of him doing this very thing. So let's talk a bit about how the Tom Kelly Jean situation started. So when Mantis was on JSTLK's stream, she claimed that it was Jube who prompted Tom in chat to look up Kelly Jean's Instagram. But it was actually Glitchin and Mantis who did that. That's the crazy thing. Is Mantis was on there defending Tom, caping hard for him, and then goes and says that it was Jube who had prompted Tom to pull it up. Now Mantis claims that Tom told her that it was Jube, and Tom claims that that's true and that he had just forgotten because there were several different people saying a lot of different things in the chat at the time. But the problem is, Mantis and Glitchin both at the same time had said to look into it and were baiting it on and egging it on. So really, you could say that it was Mantis, but Mantis is on there pointing the finger at Jube. If anything, Mantis should have, like, if you're going to go and you're going to cape for Tom, a really important thing to do right there is to admit your involvement, right? Be like, actually, I'm the one who told Tom to go and bring up the Insta, right? So let's take a look at that. So here, this is Tom's chat. Glitchin says, Tom, make Kelly Jean bigger. By the way, I need to say something about Glitchin right now. Glitchin has left Tom's community. So Glitchin is no longer involved in Tom's community, is no longer on the mod team, and has walked away from all this. Pull that out. So Jube here says, people always say that people won't...
Wait, but she didn't tell him to pull it up. But she didn't tell him to pull it up. What? What? Okay, maybe there's another screenshot, but she isn't the one telling him to pull it up. And Tom has already said that he told Mantis that it was Jube who said to pull it up. So Tom has already taken the flak for that incorrect statement. I don't understand what this is.
He's saying something entirely different here. And then Glitchin says, Tom,
this is such a cope.
Again. And then Mantis says, cool material while you talk ethics. Mantis is going right into this. And then Glitchin saying to pull up the Instagram of Kelly Jean. And then Mantis saying, cool material while you talk ethics. And Mantis never once...
He's the streamer! He's the streamer!
...mentioned her involvement while she was on JSTLK's stream, caping hard for Tom.
She encourages behavior's point. It doesn't matter. He's the fucking streamer. Everything comes down to him. It's his responsibility. The buck stops with Tom. Obviously. And I'm not going to be... Yeah, she's not a fucking puppet master. Come on, she's... Listen, I'll tell you what... Okay, here's the issue, bro. Man, I'm fucking raging, dude. Oh, it's Tom's fault if he is so fucking stupid and lacks the self-control that the moment a woman starts sending him pussy pics or pics of her tits, he loses all, like, sense and starts fucking spurging out and going on insane lol-cow meltdowns. That's his fault. That's on him. Mantis sends pictures of her tits to everyone. Not everyone destroys their career. Bug asked for a fucking picture of her face for a thumbnail and she sent him fucking pictures of her tits. Jesus Christ. Like, come on now. You don't see Bug torching my fucking channel over it, do you? It's on Tom. It's on Tom. I could have... And listen, I've said to people... This is something that I've said to people. I've said... Listen. Mantis is desperate for just drama and shit stirring all the time. And I would not put it past her to send tit pics knowing that she can make Tom more pliable to suggestions. That would not surprise me. That's the narrative Zonia's spinning as well. But ultimately, it comes down to Tom. It's his fucking decision. And yeah, Glitchin asked for the Instagram. It wasn't her saying that at all. I'm not a happy boy right now, by the way. Why are you not happy? Well, because I said that. You've said that in Discord a load of times. Come on. Come on. Come on now, Bug. Come on now. You'll see. Oh. Okay.
Here's another screenshot.
Not
Jube
me.
Saying, businesses and partnerships not equal to political
Why haven't
organizations.
you
Talking
camera?
about
I'm
the things
sorry,
that Kelly
Ken.
Jean is talking about.
I should put my Quiggler up,
not saying
really.
not playing into the Coomerism or the Coom time or whatever the fuck it is that she called it. And then Tom says can't log into Instagram because he was having issues logging into it at the time. And then Mantis says Tom is lying. And then Mantis is saying cock block. Glitchin says, Tom, you are on kick, pull up OnlyFans. So it literally says to pull up the OnlyFans of Kelly Jean. So here's the thing. I know Glitchin has apologized for this. Now, the thing is, it happened, right? So we really need to kind of demonstrate like what's going on here and how it is that Mantis pointed the finger at Jube, who did nothing wrong in this case, as far as I've seen so far, and didn't even mention her own involvement when she's sitting there baiting him on, saying that it's Coom material, saying that because he can't log into the Instagram that it's a cock block, saying that Tom is lying that he can't get into Instagram, calling him a cock block. And so then here's Jube. That's also not an official contracted agreement with a monthly payment. He's literally just staying on the topic, right? So really, I really want to make sure that we're fully vindicating Jube here and clearing his name and demonstrating exactly how this whole thing went down. Mantis puts a whole bunch of oofishes. Jube, further on topic, it's a partnership / employment. Mantis, they just put stars there. It's great because I'll get to type them, whatever that means. And sure, Glitchin, I went a little tyrannically, timed out a couple people. Okay, it's talking about some moderation stuff. All right. And then in here, W Glitch from Mantis. Glitchin says, Tom, can you at least zoom in on Kelly? So I just really want to make sure you guys see how this shit played out.
Mantis is a spastic ethot, but this is disappointing. It's just fucking sad. It's like, man, all these Twitch poll fuckers are like this. Fuck me, I hate them. Bro, it's total. It's TTPD, okay? That is what... They're all freaks. They all just cape for each other like this. It's so fucking retarded. What a preposterous narrative to even begin thinking about setting up. Oh yeah, it actually wasn't the streamer's fault. It was actually his chatter's fault for sending him pictures of her tits and making him act insane. No, dude. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Glitchin, make Kelly bigger, please. Again, I don't care. Put tits on screen. Says Glitchin. I don't care. Put tits on screen. Jube says, common Kelly W. So he's literally just paying attention to what the debate that they were reacting to was Kelly Jean debating counterpoints on the progressive victory thing. Jube is just staying on topic and saying W Kelly about what it is that she's saying in the debate. And then here's the last one. Glitchin, make Kelly bigger. Glitchin says again. So there we go. So that's how the whole situation started in the first place. It was Mantis and Glitchin who created that whole thing. Yet again, another point to Mantis effectively, assisting in Tom being in drama.
And
totally omitting it and not owning up to it when she's sitting there on JSTLK's stream, caping hard for Tom when she was one of the people who encouraged Tom and baited him into pulling up Kelly Jean's Instagram on stream. While Tom is reacting to Kelly Jean, let's talk about that for a bit. While Tom is reacting to Kelly Jean debating Connor, counterpoints, right? Let's talk about that for a bit because that's I think is a really important point to drive home. It's a major part of my criticism of Tom as well. When I had my clash with Tom, we got really focused on the optics aspect because to me,
wow, Chatter tries to stir drama. Crazy, absolutely shocking new narrative, guys. Chatter tries to stir drama. Isn't that insane? Isn't that nuts? Isn't this crazy? Don't you just hate us so much now? Don't you think Tom did nothing wrong?
that was first and foremost because I care.
Why don't you get in a call with Zonia right now? Why would I enter a call with her right now when I'm still catching up on her stream and the evidence she's laid up to this point? Why would I not just wait until I've caught up on it and then try and argue with her? How does that make any sense?
About Tom, I care about the direction he's going and whether or not he's going to be able to do the things that he wants to do, networking, particularly with women. And so I wanted to really focus on that. But we didn't even get to talk about like the actual ethics or morality of the situation. So let's do like a real quick talk about this right now. So Tom is reacting to Kelly Jean debating counterpoints on progressive victory, paying off streamers in this space and having them come to meetings where they make suggestions on talking points and topics for them to cover on stream and not being transparent about, and those streamers not being transparent about that undue influence of both the money and the suggestion on the topics. So that's what the conversation is that Tom is reacting to on stream at the time. It's literally a debate. That's what he's going over. And then in the middle of Kelly Jean going over a debate while Tom is covering it, he's going and pulling up her Instagram pics, and her chat is lusting after those pics and telling him to make them bigger and cooming effectively, right? Which, in my opinion, is kind of inappropriate. I mean, here's the thing. I guess it depends. If you're a fucking asshole and you just want to be like, I'd rather focus on how attractive this woman is and what she can provide to me in terms of like base pleasures than what she's doing intellectually on the screen of the video that I'm watching. Sure, fine. Okay, if that's your thing, okay. But but I'm sitting there thinking when I'm talking to Tom about this, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, you're being a piece of shit to Kelly Jean, and she's never once ever gone after you, as far as I know, never said anything bad about you or anything like that. So like, why do that? Why draw the attention away from the intellectual discussion that she's having with Connor and over to, hey, let's see how fuckable she is? It seems a little inappropriate, but I mean, whatever. Teach their own. So I wanted to talk to him about that and kind of get his perspective on it. But then in addition to that, it's just like, obviously the optics were the big thing that I cared about because Tom is just kind of destroying his ability to network with people, especially women, and he's capitalized a lot on being able to network with the women who have been on Destiny streams and had been in relationships with Destiny or been hookups, and you're gonna kind of shoot yourself in the foot with that in terms of networking by doing this kind of degenerate shit. Okay. Now, obviously, so we're going to move on a bit here. Obviously, there's a situation between Tom and Seven, and that's a complicated one. I don't really have I didn't have time to go through both sides of the story, get all the information, get all the screenshots and the DMs and everything, compare everything side by side and figure everything out. It seemed like the conversation was spread out across Discord, Twitter DMs, and Tom's stream chat, and maybe somewhere else as well. So I couldn't really go into it. It's something that's like, if I'm going to cover that on stream, I'm going to have to devote a bit more time to digging into it tonight. We'll see. I've been in regular communication with Seven, and I've been in regular communication with Tom about that whole thing and trying to get all the information and compare notes and everything. So I can't really make any definitive statements about that or present anything on the Seven situation today. Now, as for why Tom has been away in the wake of all this drama.
Okay, so Aiko, is that an issue you take? Is that a statement you take issue with? Her saying that there's nothing definitive. Do you feel like there is something definitive?
A lot of people have been talking and speculating about Tom being away. The reason why Tom has been away, he started a new job and he's been ramping up on it this week, so he's had to focus a lot on that. And his brother's birthday was also this week. It was yesterday, actually. So there's been a lot of things that have been keeping him away from streaming, and so I just want to make sure that I get that out there so it's clear for everybody what has been keeping him away. It's not him avoiding the drama or anything. It's literally life keeping him away from being able to stream.
That's so cap. Come on now. Come on. Why is she still sweeping?
Yes, like lastly here. So Tree of Logic was on JSTLK's stream and said that multiple times.
He took a few days off to work on his video essay, but other than that, he was pretty much back to streaming every day until this drama.
Throughout that stream said that I don't like Zonia, or sorry, that Zonia doesn't like me, but I think she's a really good friend to Tom, and I think Tom fucked up stuff like that. She said that multiple times. So I don't really understand why it is that she thinks that I don't like her. I don't think I've ever really given any opinions on like whether or not I like her or anything in my history of streaming or on Twitter or anything. I think like she's more conservative than me, obviously, so a lot of her positions I'm not going to agree with, but I don't think I've ever not liked her. I know that at some point in JSTLK's stream, she said something along the lines of that she figured that I probably didn't like her because I was friends with Tom and she doesn't like Tom. But then she said also blah, 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 but I couldn't hear the blah, blah, blah because JSTLK's alert went off and then he was talking over them to respond to his chat. So I couldn't understand what it was that she was saying. Look, Tree, if you're watching or listening to this, I'm fine talking to you. As far as I know, I don't have any reason to not like you. So I'm not really the kind of person who plays team sports or anything like that. I have friends who don't like other friends of mine. So yeah, I'm friends with Tom. I have friends who don't like Tom. So there's no reason for me to not like you just because you don't like Tom. So if you ever want to have a chat or something and explain to me why it is that you think that I don't like you, I'm totally open. Hit me up in DMs or on Twitter or something. We'll set something up. And I think that's about it. I guess to sort of wrap on this a little bit. So I know Chud really kind of hyped up my stream in terms of having some really heavy dirt on Mantis. Let me talk about that a little bit and just kind of clear the air with this. So there are a lot of rumors about Mantis. Some of it have to do with her having been on VCs while being very drunk. And she said some wild shit on those VCs while being very drunk, and so people have run with those stories. She also there are people that she's engaged with in various types of...
Is this going to be the grooming claim again, where a bunch of people say that she had a Discord full of teenagers and she says they were 18 to 19, and it's just like, there's no way of proving it. No one's shown any evidence. Is that all this is going to be?
What do you call it? Platonic relationships, and even sometimes like stream relationships, like being a regular on their streams or being a regular in their community, that have turned sour. And there have been rumors that have come out of those relationships because they turned as sour as they did. Bitterness left behind. The person who was left behind, very unhappy about Mantis, says a whole bunch of hyperbolic shit about Mantis. So like the rumor mill in this space with regard to Mantis is pretty wild. I went through and I investigated a whole bunch of stuff, and I could not corroborate a lot of the claims about Mantis, a lot of the rumors. There are some things that were not so much of a sexual nature, not in terms of like leaking news or anything, but in terms of like flirtiness that do kind of corroborate. But when I was talking to Tom, as I talked to him over the days leading up to this, more and more I started to realize, like, because Tom cares about Mantis.
Okay, so retarded chatter possibly had a Discord at one point. Okay, cool. Like, why even mention the dirt if you can't corroborate any of it? What is the point?
And Tom is trying to patch things up in a way where he's not going to like lose all of his friendships. He doesn't want to lose Saz, he doesn't want to lose me, etc. And he also cares for Mantis. So as I talked to him more and more, and he and I, he opened up to me more and more about how this was affecting him and what was going on, I started to realize that like he's kind of in a fucked position because there are so many things that he can't say because he's trying to protect various people that are connected to him. And
it's such bullshit, man. She's such a fucking idiot. How stupid is Zonia? He's just trying to save everyone. He's trying to help everyone. Guys, that's why he keeps lying. That's why he's always lying to save face, guys. That's why he lied about the alts. That's why he lied about his credentials. That's why it muddies the water on his criminal history and his prison history. That's why he tells a bunch of bullshit stories about his fucking career, about women, about his time in prison, all this. He's trying to save people, guys. He's the good guy, really. Fucking idiot Zonia is.
And so I just said, screw it, I'm just not going to go forward with any of the Mantis stuff. I mentioned before that I was considering putting together a group that A-log the fuck out of Mantis and just drag her name through the mud entirely and destroy her reputation entirely. But I changed my mind on it, decided to not proceed forward, so I just basically wrote it off. I was like, I'm done with this, we'll just leave it where it is for now. Plus, I also think Mantis' own behavior in this space carries its own reputation. She kind of does a good enough job of destroying her own reputation, so there's not really anything I have to do. I'll just leave it alone. She can destroy her own reputation, and therefore I don't have to do A-logging that could...
oh man, like, it's the same retarded bullshit people say about me as well now. you've got no credibility. You've ruined your reputation because you shit star. But literally, just like I'm feeling a self-defense situation. I feel like I need to get even right now. Jesus Christ, man! I feel physically repulsed by this stream. It's nasty. It's disgusting.
Do a lot of damage to Tom. So that's my reasoning. That's why I'm not doing all the things that Chud was kind of hyping up about my stream. Was it yesterday, I think? I appreciate it. Thank you, Chud, for hyping up my stream. I very much appreciate it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be having conversations with people. Let me reach out to Rude Mud Crab. Rude Mud Crab said that he might not be available because he's currently in the middle of moving, and that
is that
his
it
house
then?
is all packed up, so he might not have.
Okay, we got these more
just
SAS
if I
logs.
just wanna-
Everyone's saying your leak needs a mantis. This is what happens when you fuck around. Jesus Christ, Tom, if really leak needs a mantis, you can go fuck yourself. I didn't leak needs a mantis. It might have even been a trans person, if I remember correctly, who was saying it's mantis to treat everyone. My name was blowing up Jesus. I haven't got any. I'm going to get on call with blank. Okay. It's not just spicy. It's all over DGG. Again, if you're going to be a Kuihman, especially with chatters, this is going to happen. Yeah, this isn't the first time I've had news on screen before. It won't be the last.
Pull him up again.
I just keep that stuff off this computer completely, but it was on media player for
basically,
some
I'd already played on
reason.
media player.
Okay.
All right. Tom says, yeah, we already saw that. So Seth says for some reason. Tom says, yes, it's not on my computer. Like, I'm literally trying to find it. I don't know where it came from. And then there's some talk about Sick, because Sick had just come back and was on Kuihman's stream. And she says, why is everything happening? And then she says, did you just tell Mantis that? And then Tom says, is he? Referring to Sick. Seth says, yes. So Tom, in response to her asking if he had told Mantis, Tom says, tell her what? Seth says, oh my God. Tom says, that you think it's her? No, why? And then Seth says, ugh, no. Like, shortly after I told you Sick is back, Mantis posted that in general, and you should tell Mantis that a bunch of people think that nude is of her. Tom says, oh no, I'm on call with STV Philly. Seth says, DM it to her. Shit is hitting the fan. Tom says, shit, lol, I don't want to tell her that. I will, but that's so uncomfortable. And then Seth says,
what a fucking pussy this guy is.
By the way, we're going to take a moment here. We're going to do a little thing where we're going to criticize the fuck out of men, because this is a big problem that men have, where they don't want to deal with the emotions of it. They don't want to deal.
What do you mean, men? What do you mean, men? This is pathetic. This is not just men behavior. This is pathetic Tom behavior. This is your sad fuck friend. Every step of the way, it's sweeping, deflecting, generalizing.
With like what they're going to trigger in the other woman who that they're close with, like the blowback, the emotional blowback, because they don't know how to deal with it. You need to tell her these things. Like, this is the thing. You just go and you're like, I fucked up big time. Your nude was potentially on my screen for a brief moment. I'm really sorry. I fucked up big time. But it's just something you need to tell her. You can't let her find out from the rumor mill, right? That's not the way you let your close female friend, even if you're not dating her or something, but you're like your close female friend, you don't let her just figure out by the rumors. No, you tell her. You actually go and tell her. And guys get so like avoidy about this shit. This is like a real problem with guys. Sorry to get on a little bit of a soapbox about men, but this is a very typical man behavior, okay? You gotta bite the bullet and just admit what you did and be open and honest and deal with the emotional blowback. Don't be all avoidy because of it. Deal with it. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I had to take a break there to say that. So, and Seth says, you have to. What the fuck? And he says, I feel so bad. And Tom says, Spicy is confirming it. Bug Swanner actually has pics of her naked. This is blowing up, by the way. From what I can tell, that's not entirely true. I haven't talked to Bug yet, but it seems like the one pic that Bug didn't or does have of her is it's not that revealing. She has a shirt on. The shirt is like semi-sheer or sheer or something like that. And apparently it doesn't go that far down. Like the main identifying marks were, of course, the sleeve, which we've all seen, right? But then a mole off to the right, upper right of her navel. So that was how the confirmation was done. Yeah. So I don't know what Bug has. I haven't talked to Bug about this yet, but from what I'm being told, he doesn't actually have, quote, nudes of her. He has one slightly revealing pic of her. Sesfred said,
look at the lies here, man. This is brilliant, isn't it? Look at how these two are playing each other. Tom and Mantis. Look at this. She knows. She said Bug is lying. She sent him a pic for Kuihman thumbnail a while back, and she was fully clothed, but he's claimed to have her nudes ever since, so I feel bad. Okay, so from my understanding, this image was like a like basically transparent shirt, right, with pasties, I believe. Is that correct, Bug? And it was in. She sent a massive load of pictures or something. Bug asked for a photo because she complained about the photos people had been using of her. A photo for a thumbnail. Obviously, he's looking for a headshot, like they all are in my thumbnails. And she sends a massive load of photos. What is this? Isn't the original? What do you mean? It's safe. Sure, but what? Okay, but yeah, but how am I meant to get anything from this? This doesn't really If this isn't the original, it doesn't really tell us much, does it? Oh, okay. The image in that thumb is cropped and has exposure, brightness, contrast alterations. The original image is basically, you could basically see her tit, no nipple because pasty. Okay, right. So this is just funny. It's crazy that Tom thinks. Does Tom think he's special? Does Tom think he's special? Is that what's going on here? Oh no. Oh brother. Oh brother.
Says, got eyes on spicy, or Tom says, okay, I'll tell her. Sesfra says, got eyes on spicy. Tom says, she knows. She said Bug is lying. She sent him a pic for a Kuihman thumbnail a while back, and she was fully clothed, but he's claimed to have nudes of her since. I feel so bad. That isn't entirely true either. It is apparently a sheer shirt, and you can see like a lot of her, and she's wearing what are called like nipple covers or something like that, or pasties as she refers to them, which not uncommon for women to wear when they don't want to wear a bra and they're wearing like a semi-sheer shirt because you don't want like your nipples poking out. So let's see. We are finding out who in Spicy is saying they confirmed it. Says Tom says she said it's Bug. I also think it's weird.
What boots? Listen, I'm perfectly aware. I'm perfect. Listen, you have no idea how clear my vision is. You guys are blind. My vision has been so clear this whole time. Okay, I've seen through everything. I'm like Neo. I'm like Destiny. You're like Yagami. Okay, Boots. You know what you're talking about.
They're all spreading nudes around that they think are hers. What the fuck? I mean, I want to say that shit's just gonna happen, but at the same time, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So Sassfrez says they're clamping down on spreading what people do behind the scenes. Yeah, I did see the clamp down. Tom says true. Sassfrez says okay. Say hi to Mary for me. Tom says I will. Mantis isn't mad, but I feel horrible. Sassfrez says listen to some Sam Harris. Get much needed Z's. And then on to 6. Sassfrez says did you delete the porn vid? Spicy and Chud are going full press on this. If you can somehow prove that it's some random porn vid, you should do this. This is really bad. Tom says, "Yeah,
look at this pathetic loser." Yeah, I deleted it. Why is it bad? You're such a pathetic freak. You suck.
He's running hard. I chose chaos and posted in Spicy. Screenshot of what you said in your server as a vid was from a troll. They all screamed at me. President Sunday said I should come work for him instead. I told him I wouldn't unless he unblocked me on Twitter, and he did. He's following me now. He doesn't remember why he blocked me. That jerk. Tom says, "LOL, nice." Sassfra says, "Don't worry. I just said that because I wanted the unblock. I'm not that easily bought. I talked with blank. He's doing better." Okay, there's also 126. Sassfra says, so you need to figure out a non-memeing... Oh, wait, I gotta say something first. So Tom's original argument was that a, quote, troll sent him a video, and the reason why this actually ended up becoming...
Thank you for the 199, Abby.
...credibility and truthfulness is because that he didn't present the argument in a very believable way. So when Tom explained to me what actually happened, it was pretty believable. What everybody was going was like, what the fuck is this? This doesn't make any sense. If a troll sends you a video, you don't go and like download it and then play it, right? You don't download any kind of like random video you get from a stranger. Like we've been in this space for a while. We know how it works. People end up in our DMs all the time trying to drop all kinds of stuff on us, supposed docs on our enemies, videos and like death threats or like one you often get is like beheadings and stuff like that or something. Like if you're particularly hated or something. Like you don't go and just
Abby Blackbird super chatted $1.99. Who brought the popcorn
to your desktop and then open it with media player so that it will then show up in your history. So it wasn't a very believable argument, and that was something that people were basically using to demonstrate this makes no sense. Tom is just lying to cover this thing up, right? So let me tell you what Tom explained to me. So Tom was in a libertarian group in Facebook, a Facebook group, and someone in there posted, it's not a troll video, it's a bait video, posted a bait video that just shows what looks like a feminine body from like here, to the like just above where the vagina would be, right? And so it was a bait video, and it looked like a feminine body, but like without without big boobs. It was kind of like effeminate looking. But then what happened?
Honestly, you didn't even need Bug Squad. The Mantis is 100% the only female community of Gooners, so it was obvious pretty quick. Thank you for $5, Halo.
It's a guy, like as Tom said, a trans woman masturbating. So it was a bait video that was posted in a libertarian Facebook group. That's more believable. But yeah, that was what he told me. But then Tom says, I guess I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Sass says, I don't know. I want to know what Zonia thinks might be the best way to handle this shit storm, because Zonia was getting a ton of DMs too about this. Tom says, yeah, no one has said anything to me except you, and I haven't seen anything either, but I've been asleep. I'm a little surprised you didn't get a whole bunch of stuff. Like Sass and I, our DMs were blown the fuck up. Sassfrez says, the good thing is they can't be showing that screenshot everywhere. I don't know how they are going to make their case. I wish that you didn't delete it. Can you take it out of your trash bin? Like even the file title says something in particular. I'm just thinking if there's a part of that vid that can be blurred and shown to disprove it. Like if there's a clear shot of the arms to show it's not her. Tom says, no, I just deleted it off media player, but I don't know where it is outside of that. I don't know if it's in a folder somewhere.
Bro, he's such a lying bastard,
didn't he? Sent it to you. Do you still have the DMs? Tom says, no, I don't remember. I want to say it was in a group chat on Facebook Messenger. I scrolled through them looking, but I don't see it anywhere. Tom,
you know he's still got that file. You know he's still got that shit.
He went to continue scrolling through it when talking to me, and he still couldn't find it.
Halo super chatted $5. Honestly, you didn't even need Bug Squad. The Mantis is 100% the only female community of Gooners, so it was obvious pretty quick.
I did, it's not. Sassfrez says, what the fuck? I tried to do reverse image search, didn't find anything. Rude Crab is saying he saw the image and says it's Mantis. he's an asshole, so who knows? I had also gotten confirmation from Rude Mudcrab. Tom says, didn't she date him? That's fucked up. And then Sassafras says, they always fight in chat. I'm not surprised. That is why it would be good to provide evidence that it was for sure not her. And yes, Rude Mudcrab did have a relationship with Mantis. It wasn't as much like a serious dating relationship, but it had a level of intimacy to it. Tom says, they all talk about it on the Bridge Burn with Easy. Yeah, I'll look. Tom also says, yeah, no, I looked it up. Deleted videos might still be in the library after, and deleting something from the library doesn't send it to your recycle. Sass says, okay, work on that. I need to sleep. Whoop. I did not realize you had.
Any e-dating is fucking embarrassing, but if you're like literally passing a girl around and like e-dating her, that is just next level shit, man. I can't get behind that at all.
That screenshot in there. Let me see this over here instead. I just need to look at that. Get this video down. I don't need this.
You can see Kuihman's jaw clench every time I mention another man who dated Mantis.
Preview it over here.
I did not e-date. Okay, I am not one of you people. Okay, there is no e-dating here. I have nothing to worry about. My hands were clean the whole time. Okay, that's the thing. That's what you're missing here, Boots. Okay, is that I've gotten everything I wanted out of this. I've got I just wanted to see Tom fail. Okay.
Okay, it's blacked out. Just want to make sure.
He ran through.
I need to sleep, Jesus. And yes, I know I said Jesus like 1 million times tonight. Tom says, wait, have you seen the screenshot?
Kuihman, can you please wear a hat back because you can stream like Tom for us? I can go get my my Metica hat, my 4-star hat.
I wonder if it has been edited or anything. Sassafras says in the screenshot you can see the recent media in order. Those screenshots of your face have dates on them.
Save myself, Kelly Jane.
I took the screenshot. I'm pissed because the file name is covered by the player. Don't delete the VOD. Keep it on private. Tom says, yeah, I went into the VOD to get the name to search for it. Tom Sass says, and that nude person has very manly arms, haha, and hands. Sadly, the other arm can't be seen so easily. Yeah, it was pretty visible. It was pretty visible. It depends on the screenshot. There were a few different screenshots floating around. Some of them weren't as high resolution. They might have been running at like 480 or something like that, as opposed to 1080 or maybe 720. But yeah, it was there was a higher resolution one that was out there.
Zonia's analyzed all resolutions. She's analyzed Mantis' tits, every resolution. She's seen every screenshot, 5 different perspectives. She's gone through Rude Mudcrab's entire DM history with Mantis. A full, she's uploaded it into an AI 3D modeler. It's just like, why even say this shit? Why even say this shit?
So Tom says, yeah, a masculine trans person who has maybe taken estrogen or something. They're just jacking off and making a really gross face. It was just meant to be shocking. Sassafras says, ew, fun. Okay, for real, going to bed. Detective Pikachu.
Freeman is staying poor for Melina ever since he saw he's a type.
Do the shit. Tom says, okay, night. Sass says about 5 hours later, almost 6 hours later, says, people are spreading a side-by-side pic of Mantis photo and your leak. If I can get a hold of it, I'll send it your way. And then Sass says, a bunch of new spicy chatters just joined talking about Tom's Discord. Yeah, things are blowing up, man. Absolutely blowing up. Tom, in response to that, says, yeah, I counted yesterday. We had 36 people join since the Kelly fight. Sassafras says, I guess good. So what's going on with the vid? Did you find it? Tom says, no, I didn't. At first, I thought you were asking about my VOD. Tom asks Zonia or someone to help you do that. Tom says, no, why? They can't help with that. Sass says, maybe they know a way to recover it. I don't know. Tom says,
you can tell Kuihman's compromised because he didn't laugh at Sassafras as a trans person. I've already laughed at that. That's the thing. I didn't even register it because we've already been over that. I watched... Fuck it. Should we try and find that Kanken War segment from the other night quickly? Where's that? That shit's so funny. I wish this shit would fuck off. You can't even find this. You can't even find bro. He's removed it. The fucking nasty little bastard. Oh, there was like a... That's unfortunate. But there was a VOD where he like live... Him and like Neve were doing like live analysis of the nude, trying to figure out whether it was Mantis or a trans person. It was great, and you could see them like staring at it off screen, going like, "Is that a tattoo? No, that's like a man's body." It was based. It was epic. That was funny, but I've already heard it, so I'm not gonna react this time. Mudcrab, you dated Mantis. That's actually disgusting, says Boots. There's a lot of rivalry here, I'm noticing. A lot of rivalry. She's gone, Boots. She's dead. It's fine. There's no need to feel threatened anymore. Whatever's going on here, Boots, okay?
I know how, but I'd either have to know the file name or the day I deleted it, and I don't know either. would know the day he deleted it. I think he probably deleted it immediately, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was way before that. I was just showing the thumbnail of it. Sassafras says this makes no sense. If you deleted it, why would it still be in your recent media? Tom posts a screenshot here of like recovery instructions on this, saying, "Hi, I might have."
Okay, yeah, it is insane for someone that is like dating her to be saying she looks trans. Yeah, true. Okay, what's the deal here?
Deleted his post to like Google Help or something, or I don't know what, maybe Windows Media Player Help. I might have deleted some files not only from the app but from the computer as well. In order to be sure, I need to know whether once deleted through the app, the files are permanently deleted or merely go to the recycle bin. I know not too many people use Windows Media Player anymore, but I don't know where else to ask this question. And then the response was, these same files still appear when I open my Windows Media Player. Oh, this is him. I tried deleting them by right-clicking the files and seeing delete. However, nothing happens. Is there any other way to find or remove these files from my Windows Media Player? Or maybe he's responding to a common question or something. Maybe that's what it is. Sassafras says, wait, so after the fuck up, you deleted it from the media player? And Tom says, yes. So clearly he knew which date it was. He said, like, immediately. So obviously February 5th. So he does know the date. I don't know if I stopped stream first or deleted it. I normally never keep, quote, porn on my computer. I didn't think, oh, I should keep this in case everyone accuses random women of sending me.
Was Mantis trying to e-date her way up to Destiny? I honestly, very possibly. Very possibly. Very possibly. I think she started in DGG, didn't she? She probably tried for Destiny first. Kind of got swatted away. And then was, you know, back doing sort of grinding low-level mobs, you know. Leveling up.
Nudes. I thought, I'm an idiot for downloading this in the first place. I never should have had this on the PC from the PC I streamed from. Oh, okay, makes sense. Sassafras says, I get that. And you were sure it was from FB Group? Tom says, yeah. I spent a while searching it last night, but they literally send hundreds of memes a day. I'll have to scroll forever. Sassafras says, you still have the VOD privated? Yes, you didn't delete.
What did he just call you?
It's downloaded on my PC. I record all VODs. Sassafras says, talking with blank. He was / is upset about all this, and then blank. Tom says, yeah, maybe we'll bring him on. Sassafras says, cooming is fun until ... And Tom says, it's still fun. Sassafras gives a flat smile, or a flat stare. I'm glad you learned nothing from this. Tom says, I've always held these positions if everyone has known this, but they only chose to get mad about them when they can use it to grandstand, then they're the hypocrites. By the way, I gotta point something out here. Tom has leaned very, 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 very heavily on terms like grandstanding and virtue signaling. And he has done this as a way to dismiss very, very valid criticisms. It's lazy. So this is a criticism I have of Tom. It's extraordinarily lazy, and it is a way to make it so that you can easily and quickly and readily dismiss someone's criticism of you. And also, in addition to that, the way Tom uses it on stream, have your audience dismiss their criticism. It's pretty fucked up. I will say right now, it is bad faith as fuck, because instead of actually considering the criticism and taking it seriously, you're simply telling your community to dismiss it because it's fake as fuck and it's only meant for internet points. That's some bullshit. So Sassafras says, Giga Chad. You know, being sarcastic, basically. It says, no, you usually care. This is all just really, really sad. And then Tom says, don't say Giga Chad, that's dishonest. I'm not a hypocrite. And Sassafras says, Giga Tom, LOL. And Tom says, LOL. Sass, wasn't there something specific in here where he denied it?
All these people have got to just...
Where's the part where he actually lied about having Mantis nudes? Or at least where you think he lied about having Mantis nudes? Should have added this to the doc. Hindsight 2020. Okay, so this. Okay, so Tom says, see, you are doing the thing. So this is on 2.6 as well, later that night. See, you were doing the thing. You're saying, I can't have relationships, and if I do, then I'm wrong. Okay, I guess this came after where you confronted him on this. Maybe not. Where you asked him about the nature of the relationship with Mantis. If I do, then I'm wrong. If I'm friends with you, I can't have other girls around, and I should feel bad for having relationships with them. You said that wasn't the case. She lives on the other side of the world. Things have progressed, especially over the last couple of days, where we're both getting attacked and we feel a bit alone. We've gotten closer, but that isn't her video. People would say that it was, no matter who it was. She never sent me a video, and I never lied to you.
They were trauma bonding over people being mean to them online. Aww. Aww. Isn't that cute, guys? Everyone was being mean to them, and they were bonding over it. Oh, how can Sassafras get in the way of that? What?
Okay. This is I wasn't expecting this. I don't think I saw this one before. Yeah, when I showed Tom what had been sent to me and said, Tom, this is definitely Mantis. Tom looked at it, and at first he was a little skeptical, and he said, oh shit, okay, yeah, this is 100%, this is Mantis. So Tom confirmed that with me, and Tom also told me the night after, or the same night that that Sass and I left, or I guess it was the next day? Yeah, the day after Sassafras and I left Tom's community. When was that? No, it was early in the morning. It was early in the morning. That's what it was. So it would have been later that day. So the night that Tom and I talked, after Sass and I left his community, Tom admitted to me that that Mantis had been sending him nudes. So yeah, him.
Yeah, I believe Mantis is mid-30s and has no children. Yeah, it's a sad situation.
That was a video.
It's a sad situation.
And it was absolutely Mantis, and Tom even confirms it to me. And Tom's going to go over it later today on stream. Sensor says, I'm at home, I can't talk. Tom says, I know, I'll wait. I won't stream tonight then. So, what else we got in here? Is this happened before 1 and 2? Okay. Do you want me to bring all these up on stream, Sass? Sorry, guys. A little bit of a delay here because I didn't include these in the document. Oh, yeah. Well, let's take a look at the wait from Sass.
Archetype confirmed. Only thing missing for is a cat for Mantis, unless she has one already. That's epic, Caddy. Sass is just like every other single fat cat lady who is on SSRIs.
This is just sent to me. This is in my fight with Tom. When Resi and I were on, and I got into that fight with Tom. Mantis, New Zealand, $50. Kelly's feelings / your optics are important. You're definitely a bad person for
see guys, yet another reason that Mantis is great to have around. Look at that, $50 New Zealand dollars.
Criticism. Your friends are trying to.
God, I miss her so much.
And Kelly JSTLK's eyes, yay, Resi and Zonia, flat stare, basically urging Tom on. And then when Kimmy was on, as we formerly Anafor, Kimmy Marie, Kimmy, put your cam on, ho. That's wonderful. Sass, did you want me to bring the whole conversation up? Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. Yeah. I don't want to pull it all up. Okay. All right. So that shows, Tom did lie to Sass about having news of Mantis.
Oh man, this is funny.
We're just gonna leave that at that. Okay. So there have been a lot of situations where either Tom has lied or Tom has said something that is difficult to believe. And so it does chip away.
Tom is always lying.
In my conversations with Tom over the last several days, I've been trying to really but there's going to be well poisoning that's going on, right? So a part of me is going to have heard things that have been said by other streamers and that are going on in different discords that are going to be coloring my view of Tom. Yeah, I'm going to have doubts because I distance myself from him. I feel, betrayed. Sass feels betrayed. We feel like, this guy was a good friend of ours that we had.
He's actually a good guy, really, though.
Honesty,
it was all just Mantis.
Critical of each other and calling people on their shit.
She was controlling him.
Down, and then there's all these things going on with people covering.
He had no control of his actions.
These things will always happen. Whenever there's a big drama and somebody says something, it's like
it's literally the Homelander thing. I'm a man who fell in love with the wrong woman. Severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Oh man, he dated Stormfront, guys. Sorry. Guys, listen. He didn't realize she was a Nazi. He didn't realize she was saying that Stylo was a chattel monkey. He didn't realize, guys. It's okay. All right. He just fell in love with the wrong woman and leaked her nudes. It's not his fault. Isn't it a bit fucked that for some reason this is all about Mantis tits? And now everyone that saw it knows for sure it was hers to any possible deniability. It is fucked. It's fucked on Tom's part, and it's also fucked the way Zonia's treating it. Because I'll always say, I'm gonna sit here and have a laugh about it. Don't get me wrong, because it is very fucking funny. But I'll sit here and say it's fucked and it's Tom's fault. Obviously she didn't fuck it. She's a retard, but didn't deserve it to happen to her. Really, no one really deserves that at all. That's fucked up.
Evasive or deceptive, or they get caught in a lie or something, suddenly the microscope comes down, everybody's scrutinizing every little thing, the person gets desperate, they try to run a defense for themselves, they try to reword things to make it more believable, that gets seen as inconsistency, it creates an entire lexicon of fuck-ups, rewording, recontextualizing, inconsistency, etc., right? And that colors things. And so that creates an element of well poisoning, right? Because Tom is a friend of mine, and then the trust between us has been eroded by his own actions, and then all this other stuff is going on and creating this, building this essential biography of of Tom that is doesn't paint him in a good light. And that's poisoning the well for me in terms of how it is that I perceive Tom. So I try to be aware of that and then look at these things and try to be like, okay.
What's Addy saying? I love Addy's analysis of the situation. Wonder why she chose the name Mantis. Mantis are insect predators. Alley Cats became a mod instantly after Sass left. Alley and Raider Cat don't like each other. And when Alley got mod, Raider said in chat, ew, Alley is mod, Lamau. By the way, Alley Cat's 45 on SSRIs and even has a cat confirmed. Not even trying to be funny. I love this guy, man. He's so funny.
I was even talking to Chud about this the other day. Chud and I were talking on VC, and I was like, I don't know what to believe. Like, I want to believe him, but I don't think I can believe him, and I don't. And when he'll tell me something, and like when I look at it analytically, it seems like something that I should be able to believe. But when I look at other things, I'm like, but he was dishonest about this, or deceptive about this, or was intentionally omitting critical information here, and it like makes it so I'm like, I can't feel like I can't trust him. And so this is like a key problem that I was trying to deal with when I was talking to him throughout the last few days, and like comparing things and getting screenshots from him and talking to other people and getting screenshots from them. And this situation with Saz and him just like blatantly lying to her really erodes my trust for Tom. Obviously, if Tom is desperate to retain his friendship with Sassafras, he's probably going to do desperate things. However, probably the most important thing to do, this is just something that like give people as like a general idea of these things. If you're truly friends with somebody and you fucked up with something, you know, you've got this kind of situation going on, some kind of relationship tension and such, you just need to be honest with the person who's your friend. Even if you think it's going to mean that you lose that friend, you should be totally open and honest with them. This whole thing wouldn't have been as big a problem if Tom had been as direct and open and honest with her, you know, throughout the last couple months, right? Now, Tom feels that he was open and honest.
Yeah, Radical Code is kind of a homo, but this is funny. I love Addy so much, I wish I could build a giant maze in a parking garage, perhaps an abandoned factory, and put him in it and watch him solve various puzzles in order to receive peanuts and seeds.
Honest with her about his relationship with Mantis. As we've seen in these conversations, and as I've as I've heard about the 15-minute conversation that they had on VC, it sounds like he was very evasive and downplaying things and trying to reassure her that things are not that serious, that it's not anything like romantic, that it's not intimate. And even in here, he's sitting there and going and saying she never sent him a video. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. So it's very. This is where I would like to see Tom really make a clear, definitive statement about what he's been dishonest about, and just come clean with it. I feel like he's in a bit of a spiral here in doing things that are more damaging to his reputation, and that if he keeps doing this, it's just going to make things worse. You kind of have to do like the rip the Band-Aid off thing and be like, screw it. I obscured this. I left out this information. I lied about this. I did it because I was afraid. I did it because I didn't want to lose a friend. I did it because I didn't want to hurt somebody. I did it because I didn't want to do this or that, right? Just open up about it. Because the more layers of deception and misdirection and blatant lies that are on top, the more this house of cards.
No, we're not
is
caught
like
up yet. We're still.
And people just aren't going to believe him. And that's going to be the big thing right now is credibility, right? Credibility is the big thing for Tom right now. He's done a lot of damage to his reputation in a couple different ways.
I mean, is she still taking calls? What's going on right now?
You know, piece of his
is she calling anyone?
His reputation that he needs to worry about. Because he's already going to have the damage in terms of networking with
looks like
that's done and gone. He's not going to be able to recover from that one for a while. That's going to take time to recover from. But his credibility is at stake at this point, and it has been zeroed in on by several different creators. And that's the thing that he's going to have to work on next, is like saving his credibility. I'm not sure it can be done because of all the coverage and everything, but that should be the next priority. Let's see. Is Rude Mud Crab in my server? Yes. Let me give Mudcrab the permissions. Oh, got the right permissions. Already had the permissions. Amazing. So, if Rude Mudcrab is available, we're going to have a chat with Rude Mudcrab. But Rude Mudcrab has been moving, so I might have missed the opportunity.
Okay, I don't know if I care about the Rude Mudcrab stuff. No offense.
All right. Sorry.
Personally, I just came in here for Yuki because Yuki was in the hospital at the moment, so I wasn't originally not going to come in here at all, but I just want to do that for Yuki. I can leave now if you want. I don't really have anything much more to say.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Thank you for
that.
that.
Have a good one, bud. Thanks for the stream.
All right.
Like.
Yeah, so Tom made a series of statements about Yuki on his stream back like a month ago or something. Yuki's been pretty pissed about it since because the statements, the claims were inaccurate at best. And
I focused it on Tom. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll give Michael a chance.
Open and honest with her about his relationship. So.
He doesn't listen to me.
Not much. I my server.
We'll give you a chance. We'll give you a chance.
Let me give Mudcrab the permissions. Oh, got the right permissions.
I was worried it could be gay speakeasy community drama where you're all sexed in the same hall and got upset at each other for it. I assumed that was roughly the deal it was going to be. But if it's about Tom, we'll listen.
All right. Okay. Hey, yeah.
Yo, that's good.
Not much. I gave you the permission so you can actually jump in freely.
Okay, too easy. Just been doing my jobs. I need to.
Yeah, is my internet fucked or is it the browser? Looks like it's the browser.
So what's up? Do you like have questions or like what do you want?
Yeah. So I talked a bit about Mantis sort of being Tom's worm tongue. If you get the reference.
No, I don't know what a worm tongue is.
Worm tongue is from Lord of the Rings, but basically someone who gets close to the king and then poisons all the king's relationships and turns him against all the people who care about him and who are looking out for him. I know you and I talked a bit about Mantis, and you had something very similar to say. And I was wondering if you're up to it, if you're willing to like talk a bit about, like what you were telling me about Mantis.
Oh yeah, she definitely
Well, actually, before we do that,
push people away.
Hold on, before we do that, do you mind elaborating a bit on what your relationship to Mantis is?
We just used to like I'd be on my computer working, doing stuff, playing games, and she'd be in a private VC, just talking, flirting, sending nudes, that sort of pretty cringy shit. But
Flirting, sending nudes?
it made the monotony of a normal daily task a little more less monotonous, I guess.
Okay. Just wanted to know.
Yeah.
I do have. This is what Tom has told me. That so with regard to all the rumors about Mantis spreading her nudes around to other people, I wasn't able to corroborate that rumor about her. What Tom told me is that the only other person in this space who has her nudes is the person I'm talking to now, Rude Mug Crab.
Yeah, no, I definitely doubt that. With how easily she gave them to me, like she was dating some kid at the time. She got into Easy's VCs, joined his Discord, and she sent me like nudes within a day.
Within a day?
Without even trying.
Really?
Hey, thank you for the refreshing memberships, guys. Thank you very much. I am going to just skip them because it goes on for ages otherwise. Oh, there was only a couple. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like she instantly turned things like sexual.
Okay.
So I doubt that I would be the only one. There was nothing special about me. Like.
Okay.
but
yeah,
yeah,
anyways,
you
you want
just
to talk a bit
spin,
about
yeah.
what you were telling me about Mantis and your experience with her?
She's manipulative. She mirrors people.
She mirrors people? Can you explain that a bit?
Okay, so she's gone from community to community, and she's mirrored people's opinions and like their ethics sort of thing. Like when she was over in Easy's
Mimicking them?
community. Yeah, when she was over in Easy's music community, she mirrored things, and then she got friends with someone and got a hate boner for Easy and started mirroring their like hyper feminist rhetoric to get back at Easy and say he doesn't listen to me because he's female, he won't let me speak. And then she went over to Tom's community and started like doing the whole objectify women sort of shit. Like it's like she doesn't have any real.
Yeah, but that's epic because it means she gets to stir shit while looking like a genuine member of the community, right? I mean, that's again, this is like the accusation is she's a bit of a manipulative shit stirrer on Discord, and it's like, yeah, well, cool, that's funny. But I don't. Yeah, it's classic BPD. Yeah, exactly. It's just a BPD woman on Discord. Day ending in Y. It's still Tom's fault.
Opinions or thoughts of her own that she feels safe to. She just mirrors the bubble she's in.
That's actually interesting. So she like adopted some hyper feminist rhetoric.
Yeah.
And yet when we saw her on JSTLK stream, Sass was calling her out.
Well,
for just
both,
being with the boys
DK.
and her, you know,
They are
trying to run
both.
Tom saying, you know, that it's okay to objectify women and such, like you were saying.
Yeah. So
Right.
I wouldn't know if like she's worm tonguing Tom. Like for me, I'd more believe like she's mirroring the actual dude who's in the VCs with her, and she's making him feel safe to act that way on stream.
Okay. So very manipulative. It sounds like based on your experience, anyway. From
Yeah, she'll push people away from you, make you feel like people are against you, sort of shit. Like she tried that shit with me, and I wasn't really into it. I wasn't having it. Like me and Easy had issues, but that was just completely between us. That was a me fuck up. That really didn't have much to do with her, other than the fact that I was spending more time in VC with her and less with him. So my usual troll shit in his chat caused conflict, and there was no resolution after the streams.
Okay. So yeah, Tom told me that that he doesn't allow her to shit talk the people that he's close to, like his friends and stuff like that, when the two of them are together. So he claims that he's pushing back on that and not allowing her to poison the well.
Yeah.
But
That's bullshit. Like you can see, like Tom's long.
I'm a Fuentes fan.
I'm not entirely
What do you
sure
mean by
it's possible to
fan?
believe what he's telling me, but I know Sassafras and
I don't
both
agree with
identified
him.
his change in behavior, and that was the reason why Sassafras and I were talking so much about it back on January 15th, was because we were both recognizing the change in behavior, and we both talked about it quite a bit, and said that he seems to be basically pretty much doing what it is that Mantis says. And
Yo, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, Abby Blackbird. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go. I would get chicken and waffles with Fuentes any day. Yeah.
Tom's stream and probably pinpoint where the change happens.
Oh. Let's give it a minute. Okay, cool. E-dating is the lowest of the low in terms of desperation. Must agree.
Because it's somehow it's like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Jesus.
When he started using that sort of shit, like that whole character is a Mantis thing. She loves that. Like that's her go-to favorite fucking movie character in the world, and she like.
Wait, what's this? Oh man, let me hear this. This sounds funny. This makes Tom sound giga pathetic.
Yeah, Tom told me that that he doesn't allow her to shit talk the people that he's close to, like his friends and stuff like that, when the two of them are
Shut
together.
up, Rita.
So he claims that he's pushing back on that and not allowing her to poison the well.
Yeah.
But
That's bullshit. Like you can see, like Tom's lying through his teeth with everything.
I'm not entirely sure it's possible that he believes what he's telling me, but I know Sassafras and I both identified his change in behavior, and that was the reason why Sassafras and I were talking so much about it back on January 15th, was because we were both recognizing the change in behavior, and we both talked about it quite a bit, and said that he seems to be basically pretty much doing what it is that Mantis says. And
you could look at Tom's stream and probably pinpoint where the change happens, because there's a thumbnail that's like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker. When he started using that sort of shit, like that whole character is a Mantis thing. She loves that. Like that's her go-to favorite fucking movie character in the world, and she like says that that's her.
Oh, what a
So
queer.
he was close enough to her to like start doing that shit. That's how the
man.
change would happen.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember when he started using that. Interesting. That'll be an interesting.
Thank you for the $5, Abby Blackbird. Thank you very much. I will wait for that to read out. Because otherwise I'll...
yeah, that was an interesting thing because Sass and I already had this opinion. And then when I talked to Mudcrab yesterday, Mudcrab was the one I just asked him, like, tell me about your experience with Mantis. And he just walked through and explained the same thing that Sassafras and I were thinking and observing about Mantis. So I was like, yeah, this is like, it wasn't even, like, because I have no association with Mudcrab really. Mudcrab would DM me once, DMing me a clip of Speakeasy reacting to something that I had said on stream. And that was it. That was the only engagement that Mudcrab and I had ever had. So I was sitting there going like, man, he's like seeing the exact same thing that Sass and I are seeing.
I mean, I could have told you this. I could have told you this last week. I could have told you this a month ago. I could have told you this at any point. I could have said, oh yeah, Mantis is 100% in Tom's DM, sending him nudes and trying to stir shit and encourage him to do stupid shit. She said to me numerous times, oh yeah, I'm trying to get Tom to go on J-Stalks. What sort of fucking idea is that? That's not in Tom's best interests, ever. So I don't know why Zonia is sitting here acting like this is some crazy bombshell or that it exonerates Tom in any way or that it means the blame is on someone else. It's not. You're a fucking retard for falling for it. If you couldn't clock what Mantis was like within like 2 conversations, I'm sorry, you're the idiot. You're the idiot. And it's all your fault. It is all your fault.
And Sass and I were talking about this in private back on January 15th. So it's interesting to have like a month later talk to
you're getting raped by Discord BPD women, not even real BPD women.
Walk me through his experience and have it match the exact thing that Sass and I were observing. In
Words on a screen.
With
words on a screen.
Tom, the way Tom's behavior had changed. And I told Tom, so I've had 3 conversations with Tom since this whole thing happened. I had one the night after the night that I left Tom's community. We had a conversation because that was one we had already planned beforehand. And then
all Tom's fault. How is it not all Tom's fault?
Which was the longest out of the conversation.
In any way.
And one of the things I told Tom on the second conversation was that or I think maybe it was in the first conversation.
It's his decisions every step of the way.
I was like, Tom, you've changed, and I don't think you can see it. It's like, and he's like, no, I haven't changed. I'm telling you, I know you're not going to agree with me, but it's something that Sass and I recognized over like a month ago.
He hasn't really changed. He hasn't. He was led into some stupid decisions, sure. But how is none of it Mantis' fault? Because it's Tom's channel, it's Tom's stream. He's the streamer who's been doing it for 5 years. He should know better than Mantis and to listen to Mantis' judgment on things. He should know better than to be led astray by some random BPD hoe on Discord. Because it this is like Red Pill Freaks telling women that it's their fault, their baby day. They have a much more of a buy-in at that point. And it's about having a responsibility to not act right. What responsibility does Mantis have to people on Discord? That's retarded. You have a responsibility to the child in that situation. Mantis has no fucking responsibility to Tom, no responsibility to anyone else. If she wants to stir shit and be fucking a manipulative freak, and fucking go for it. Go for it. Sure. You're just a fucking retard if you fall for it. I'm sorry. Like, you just are. Yeah, she's insane. Yes, she's insane. I've said 60 times. She's fucking insane. She's a lunatic. Fucking up people's lives. No, now here's where you're a retard. People are making their own decisions. People making their own decisions. She just stirs shit on the internet. If your life gets fucked up by someone running around on the internet stirring shit in Discords, that's a you problem. That is a you problem. It's not about knowing better. She knows what she's doing. So know better doesn't apply. She knows she's doing it intentionally. Just because she's a bad person, what's she done wrong? Really? She's a crazy person, but I don't really care if someone's manipulating people on Discord. That's funny. That's funny. Manipulating people to stir shit on content. Yeah, okay, go for it. Cool. That's funny. That's epic. That's what everyone does. Everyone's doing that all the time. Yeah. When the drama viewers become so drama averse. Exactly, right? Exactly. But listen, Boots just hates the other woman. That's the issue here. Didn't realize Boots, you're retarded. You are actually retarded. You're being severely dumb right now. Because the point is, But I'm saying that anything bad that's happening to Tom and anything that happens in Tom's community is Tom's responsibility, and it stops with him. It's all on him, and it's all his choice. Everything that's happening in his community is entirely his choice. It's happened because of his actions. It's not happened because of Mantis' actions. Mantis has no she cannot control his YouTube channel. She cannot control when he's live or what he says when he's live. He can cut her off at any point. He was just too stupid and was focusing too much on getting e-pussy. And that was his choice to be like that. He decided to go and act that way. Mantis is insane, and I think if I interact with Mantis, it would happen without her involvement. It would be her or it would be someone else, because he's freaked out and just like lied about loads of shit beforehand as well when other people have pressed him. So but it has happened before. He has had these spurg outs before. If anything, this has happened. Mantis has had less impact on this than Jay Stalk, Kelly, and me to a certain extent. But yeah, DK's been a very good boyfriend right now. He's been a very good boyfriend right now. Everyone give DK a round of applause.
And we have both been thinking it. We came together and talked about it, and we recognized it. And you are incapable of seeing it, but it is obvious. It is very, very obvious. You have changed. Your behavior is different, and so I think Tom is just sort of like the guy who didn't really figure it out, in my opinion, and instead took the bait and fell into the trap and is being manipulated by Mantis, in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe. Like,
yeah, DK's a Destiny mod. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the manipulation's definitely there, but for me, I just see Tom as just like the mask slipping, like the character, like being more himself on stream, which probably isn't beneficial for anyone watching, unless you're watching like hate watching, which I do a bit. But
yeah,
I don't think she's like super responsible for Tom's actions.
No,
maybe for like his stream content going to shit because she's taking up most of his time. But as far as like what he thinks is okay to do and how to act, I think that's really on him.
Yeah, well, like this is the way I kind of view things. This isn't necessarily a.
DK is so desperate. DK is so desperate. I know Boots is getting absolutely raped over the coals in chat right now. Okay, I understand that. It's okay, DK. I get it. You're lashing out. It's fine. It's fine.
Somebody who's a very close friend of his, to lie to her about Mantis sending nudes to him in order to keep her from being bothered by it and keep her as his friend.
Yeah.
Like, what lengths would Tom go to in order to keep getting nudes and sexual satisfaction from the person that he's intimate with, right? Yeah. So I wonder about that. I'm not really.
He was getting quite a bit of value from Sass. Like, she was doing a lot for him, which I think he really fucked up. Like trading her for nudes, like.
It's silly. I'm not really sure. Like, there's a lot of this is speculative, So
there is the angry response. You realize we're both doing the same thing right now. We're both doing the "you're mad," right?
About some of this stuff, he's talked to me about what his intentions were and such, and talked to me about where his thought process is coming from with some of these things. Some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't add up at all. But I look at it like, okay, there's a lot of credibility damage, and his behavior has been odd.
Watch how emotional he gets.
I know he says he was hands off with Mantis, but the reality is she got away with some of the worst shit in his community. And Tom's community is soy as fuck when it comes to rules, right? Like, we're really loose, and we kind of like my community. We can let people get away with some crazy shit, but Tom's community is actually pretty well regulated, and she got away with some crazy shit, and that most people would have earned a permaban a long time ago for even doing a fraction of what it was that she did. So there was clear, favor given to her and preference given to her in that community, even though Tom says that he was hands off the moderation and had the moderation team treating her like anybody else. And so many of the things that Tom had said to me about me and my arguments were things that Mantis was saying. And they're things that Tom never would have said to me. Tom had always, Tom and I have known each other for years. We've always been very direct with each other. He knows that when I have critiques of him, they're always well-intended.
If I get timed out, you guys know why.
They're intended to be critical of his position out of concern for him. He knows this. We've had this dynamic for years. But he was going and saying the things that Mantis was saying about me. It was Mantis saying that it was virtue signaling, and Mantis loves that term. It's one of her most used terms besides soy. And he was going and just kind of like copying what she was saying there. There's no way that Tom ever believed that I was actually being like virtue signaling in that. Nobody believed that, right? Everybody was like, what the fuck is Tom talking about when they were reacting to that video? Like, this seems pretty serious to me. It seems pretty direct. So, like, I don't think he believed that. I think it was just a suggestion from the girl that he's fucking, right? That's the way it looks to me.
In his imagination.
Maybe fucking in his imagination. True. I don't understand how these people do these. Like,
oh, apparently someone got timed out for saying Boots seeing herself in Mantis. I wonder who did that.
Like internet, whatever you call them. Like, I guess it's a casual relationship, but with other mechanics to it. I don't understand how people do it.
It's just pretty cringe. To be honest. Like, you can probably do it in a way that's good to pass time.
I mean, DK, chill.
I wouldn't like dedicate.
The fuck?
To it. It's fucking weird.
All right, yeah, I kind of wanted to just hear that because I felt that your observations and experience with Mantis were pretty, just seemed to match well with what Sass and I were seeing in Tom's relationship.
She's cancer, for sure. Like, to any good community, she's like cancer.
Boots is... What did you say? Boots seeing what she could be in Mantis. See you in 10 minutes.
Spicy chat, she's like princess. You know what I mean? Like,
I would say she's even Cancer in there because she spent the whole time just like fighting with everybody and caping for Tom.
yeah, she gets on like she can be white knighty and just defend people in a retarded way just because she likes them.
Mm-hmm.
But her biggest issue was like, if any community ever points out anything she did wrong or fucked up, that shit's over. She can't handle being wrong or guilty or anything. That's when she's like, the mask slips and she goes full nuclear, which is hilarious to watch.
Yeah, she was apparently going to do a hit piece on me after I leaked their relationship and joked about her being like the town whore and everything. I was like, it was funny. So Tom told me that he told her that if she did try to do a hit piece on me, that the two of them were done. And I'm not sure, like I just find it hard to know what Tom says to me that is just trying to reassure me and is it truthful or versus what is genuine, because I've had some struggles with this. I'd like to think that one was genuine because he said that she stopped talking to him after that. And she had also left his, we found out a couple days later.
Like, okay, yeah, no, again, this is crazy. Come on now. It's like, seriously, she had her nudes leaked by Tom. And we're sitting around going, oh, this is all Mance's fault. It's retarded. It is retarded. Come on. That's insane. By the way, didn't Zonia say she had Tom telling her directly that he lied and it was Mantis? She didn't show that, did she? Yeah. True.
He had left his Discord, but Tom didn't even know because it never logged it in the mod log that she had left the Discord. Somehow it didn't get logged. So Tom didn't even know that she had left the Discord for like a day and a half. And I found out because GSLK's community was talking about it, and I was on the phone with Tom at the time. I was like, "Oh, sounds like she left your Discord." He's like, "What?" And so I went and looked, and he couldn't find the logs for it. And he hadn't talked to Mantis. He told me that he hadn't talked to Mantis.
I haven't watched much of Chud's coverage. I miss it most days now because I'm asleep. What's on?
Almost 2 days at the time, and apparently that was since he had told her to not do the hit piece on me. Really, I didn't care if she wants to do the hit piece on me. That's fine. I have no issue with it. Like all my dirt is public, and I embrace it. Anybody who's networking with me already knows that I say some wild shit in the public because it's a warning I give everybody. If you're going to associate with me, I say slurs. I joke about genocide. I do crazy shit. So you know, you better if you're okay. With that,
no one disagrees. No one disagrees. No one thinks that you're wrong for calling Mantis a disgusting cunt. Boots, okay? So that's a perfectly valid interpretation of who Mantis is. That makes total sense why you would say that to me. But that doesn't mean that any of this is her fault when it's his fucking YouTube channel and he's the one being retarded.
So there's not really an effective way to like for her to do
be like
on me.
100%, Zonia. With everything that's happened and all the shit that Tom said that's been provably just lies. I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that anything Tom says is a lie and then try and seek validation to prove it. I wouldn't believe anything without any kind of verification from him.
Yeah, it's hard for me because Tom is a friend and I've known the guy for a long time and there's a lot of investment in that.
Double when it comes down to maintaining any kind of relationship. He's like, look on the screen. He's obviously going to lie through his teeth to people he says that he cares about just to maintain that.
That's what I've been worried about as well.
Relationship with him. Like,
yeah, that one was very
if he's gonna lie to Saz, I can't think of anyone he wouldn't lie
to. Yeah, when I was talking to Chud yesterday, one of the things that I told him was, I almost feel like it's safe to just assume that everything Tom says is a lie. Like it's safer that way, but I still want to be like, I still want to hear what he says and look at it and try to really discern whether or not it's genuine or it's a lie or it's withholding something critical, right, or evasive, or misdirecting.
But I definitely wouldn't take the side of truth. Like you gotta look after yourself too.
I will say this: I don't think there's any reason for anybody else to be extending charitability and seeing truth in what he's saying. Like, there's no reason for that. There's nothing to really suggest that. Maybe it makes sense for people like myself and Sass who have many.
No, she hung around for a bit, DK, but now she's vanished forever. I think.
Being very close with him. So there's something, there's a reason for us to like feel, at least with how much we've invested in friendship with him, to want to see the better side of him. But I don't really. That makes no sense for anybody else, though.
For me, that gives even more weight. Like that's like, okay, if I was this dude's friend for years, I'd helped him out, we'd help each other out. Like it was even stronger. He had more reason to not fucking lie. He had more reason to actually be truthful with me, and he's still fucked up. So for me, that's even worse.
Yeah, true. Yep. All right. Well, I don't know. If there's anything else you wanted to bring up, I think if there's not anything else, then you can drop off, and I'm going to do call-ins and let people ask me questions.
Yeah. Well,
okay. What's going on now? What's she up to here?
I wasn't going to lie to people.
Is she just watching Tom?
I straight up tell him, like, I find this whole thing to be hilarious. Like,
he's not live, is he?
Tom accidentally leaks the nude of the person who was going on panels fighting for Tom, but he's not a sex pest. Someone who's like pro objectification of women. Like, I just found that fucking so funny.
It's a little absurd.
I was definitely confirming that it was her.
No, it's not. It's not.
And the fact that it leaked right after that panel is just like a comedy of errors. Like you couldn't really think of a worse thing to possibly happen in that moment.
Yeah, I couldn't have wrote that shit. That was hilarious. But yeah, anyway, thanks for the chat. I'll get back to your stream. I don't have I'm not I don't have any bad feelings towards Mantis. I know people are gonna think that because I'm like ex-boyfriend, technically bullshit, whatever they want to say. But I'm 99% motivated, like anti-Tom at this stage, and I wanted to verify it because it like adds to that.
All right. Well,
so she's clearly oh, come on, that was so telling.
All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do call-ins. You can ask me questions. Like I said before, I gave a little bit of a. All right, how are you doing?
Not bad. I heard somebody was saying something about me, but I haven't. I have no idea what.
Yeah, Extreme Deck came
Wait, they got Beckett and Kelly on.
Close friend.
Yeah, very close friend.
What the fuck?
So did she just like take a negative
Becky and Kerry?
The stuff that was happening in general.
Oh,
like,
Kerry
I need,
G.
like, a break from this type of thing. Like the drama and stuff, or.
She shared my criticisms of Tom with the stuff that he was doing.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Okay.
Yeah, it's been one of those. I think I don't want to take up too much time, but I do have one last thing. I mean, I've been Claire.
Oh, we missed Becky.
Not to believe me, right?
He was basically saying, "Do you?"
Is that food shops?
All right.
We missed it all.
I'm not trying to say like you have
Extreme Dad, dude, the All Stars.
We call those weasel words.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Emery. You're not as interesting as other people. Sorry.
Yeah.
Where's ED?
Party.
Let's go.
Hey, bud.
Now it's a party. How's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm doing as best I can, dealing with a very messy, complicated, and emotion-laden situation. Hope you're doing well.
Who are you kidding? You love this.
No.
He's spitting. He's spitting.
You're a star and you're shining brightly right now, Zonia.
She does love doing this. She does do it every other week. That is true. That is true.
As the new Tom.
As the new Tom.
No, I'm just kidding. What are the things that you can't talk about?
I'm not going to answer that.
Well, how do I know if I want to talk about one of them?
Ask your question.
I just did.
Well, then ask what you want to talk about.
Okay. I'll stop playing around. So first of all, did you check the DMs?
Let me take a look.
Did you see the DM that I sent you? Because there was a time, I don't know if you remember this, when I very lightly and like, I mean,
oh, this is normal speeding, is it? Fuck that.
In Tom's Discord when Tom wasn't even there. Okay.
Wait, is it? Oh no! Is this gonna be about Mantis? Oh no! Oh no! The one thing worse than sexting Tom Foolery, sexting Extreme Dad. Fucking hell!
DMs on December 29th.
Oh no!
Yeah, but the context for that is that like, is that Mantis and this other girl were fighting in Tom's Discord, and like I joined, and like during that I just made like a little comment about how I just didn't think that Tom's story about prison was entirely factual.
I was in this VC.
No big deal. Everybody does it. Like, I don't think that he's like, a liar. I don't think he's like, intentionally trying to deceive or defraud anybody. I just think he's capping a little bit because I've been in prison. I did 7.5 years in prison, and the things that he said just didn't ring true to me. And the just absolute, when I say that like nobody agreed with me, not one. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Kuihman?
So
Kuihman, thank you. Kuihman.
Mention. Sorry, yeah. So Tom went to. He talks about going to federal prison, but he was in federal prison for 1 day by accident, apparently. I don't know how that even happened, so I don't know if that's true. And then he got shipped to a PDC, which is like more like a halfway house for the rest of his sentence. So
was the only person who was like, actually, yeah, I never thought about that. I wonder if he's lying about that. And that was the only support I got. And I think it's safe to say now that like all of it was entirely factual. I was like, I just think he's capping a little bit. No big deal. Everybody does it. Like, I don't think that he's like, a liar. I don't think he's like,
that's not confirmed. That's the story, Boots. I should clarify. That's the story that Tom told Extreme Dad.
Or defraud anybody. I just think he's capping a little bit because I've been to prison. I did 7.5 years in prison, and the things that he said just didn't ring true to me. And the just absolute. When I say that, like, nobody agreed with me, not one. Oh, how do you pronounce it? Kuihman?
Kuihman?
Kuihman, thank you.
Thank you for the 18 AD, Jonas. Oh, whoops, I'm fucking up. Give Addy pupils a wrench, a hero of the people. No.
Kuihman was the only person who was like, actually, yeah, I never thought about that. I wonder if he's lying about that. And that was the only support I got. And I think it's safe to say now that, like, all of that shit was 100% completely fabricated.
Talking about is prison. Talking about being in prison. Like I think you narrowed it down to being like
he
like
fucking did. He went to county jail. Yeah, he got arrested. He went to county jail. He got paroled, or he got probation, and he was back out on the streets.
Yeah, he wasn't in a state penitentiary, right?
No, he did. He was at a jail work center. Like it's like, dude, I'm not trying to say like you have to be tougher than penitentiary steel here, but talking about like how a prison guard broke your knee and like all this shit, it's just like, dude. But everybody does that, Zonia, and I don't even think. And I want to state for the record that I am on Tom's side in all this. Like when it comes down to like the actual facts of the matter, like fuck Mantis, fuck Sassafras, and like extra triple butt fuck Kelly Jean. I mean like.
Kelly Jean.
Because she's an absolutely insufferable vapid bitch.
Like,
just like in my personal opinion.
you
Like,
just don't like her personally?
yeah, I
Like
just hate her.
personality or
That's
something?
like,
Missed all this
Yeah,
to Tom Rape. No, it's Chud. This has been one of the most pathetic streams I've ever seen. Zonia spent the entire time trying to sweep for Tom and deflect all the blame onto Mantis being manipulative and making him do stupid things, while saying that the only reason he lies is to protect people. It's fucking pathetic.
Jonas super chatted $4.90. Give Addy pupils a wrench, hero of the people.
hate her as an individual. Like, I think that
I mean, people
everything
go so
that
hard
she
on Kelly
stands
Jean, and I just don't
for
think it's
wrong.
warranted. I like Kelly Jean.
No, it is absolutely one. It is. In fact, people don't go hard enough on her. Honestly, more should be warranted, truthfully. And I understand that, like in this particular instance, you're taking her side on, and I do think that Tom probably could have used a little bit more riz in that particular conversation. You know, but you know, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe she is. Maybe she did want to dig. We don't know. You know, frankly,
What? Not even worth.
I'm not
suggesting
in a
that.
position to. I'm not in a position to speculate on whether or not she did or did not.
But you just literally
In fact-
suggested it.
Okay, you're right. Maybe I'm in a position to speculate on it.
No,
But
no, no,
regardless, you know, I do support Tom in this. I think that he has made a few, you know, minor miscalculations in his social, you know, arithmetic here. I think he's like taking a few missteps.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's all motivated. Listen, I'm going to fucking say it. I'm going to say what we're all thinking. What anyone who's seen Zonia around for long enough is thinking. Zonia gets a real fucking being up on it when a woman is transphobic to her. That's just the reality. That's what happens. She does. She goes on a fucking warpath at him. It happens every time. Happened with Lav. These insane crusades, this total dishonesty about what's going on, the deflection of whose responsibility it is. It's just sad. It's clearly motivated by some, I don't know. Mantis isn't even a turf fighter, that's the thing. It's clearly motivated by some weird, I don't know, misogyny or jealousy, insecurity.
And caught a few strays, and you know, just had some bad luck with the bad bitches. Like, you know, shit happens when you fucking fuck around, you know. But I ain't gonna fault the dude for putting a bitch in the snow globe, you know.
Extreme Dad, are you or are you not being funded by Tom Foolery Incorporated?
Do you want me to answer the question honestly?
Are you receiving regular installments?
No,
of
okay,
cash?
no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No. But I will say this: that when
Is
Lab made
Tom
her
sharing?
accusation,
Hold on. Is Tom sharing Mantis with you so long as you keep caping for him?
you wanna know what's so funny about that? Like when I very first saw Mantis on, oh, this is so mean. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. No, he's not. But when Lab accused me of murdering a dude and being that's like, fucking like, you know, when Lab just like totally fabricated a bunch of shit about me, which people tend to do. I don't know if you see Vosh getting his comeuppance, but
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah,
it.
that wasn't fabricated. That's
everybody that,
interpretation
I
of
was just biding my time.
facts.
Everybody laughed at me. Everybody said, move on. Everybody said, oh, blah, 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 blah. Well, who's laughing now? But anyway, that's not the topic for today. Still have its time.
You predicted he was going to go down for Lolly?
Let's just say that,
Yeah, exactly. So even Rude Mudcrab is agreeing with me. And Rude Mudcrab is you know, Eskimo Brothers with Tom, obviously. It's just so obvious. I've heard you shit talk Mantis so much. I see you in Easy's chat fighting with her on shit. I know that you don't like her at this point. Everyone knows you don't like her at this point. You've been around going saying awful shit about her, probably justifiably so, in many places, at various points. Everyone's seen that shit. Everyone knows this. And even you were saying, this is obviously Tom's fault. You'll be able to say, not the case. Not the case, my friend, okay? Not the case. Wait, what is the issue with Jacob? What's going on between Boots and Jacob?
I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. But that's a topic for another day. The fact of the matter is that when I was going through my drama, Tom defended me and stood up for me, and I, you know, for something as like that honestly just boils down to like some busted bitches hurt feelings. Like I'm willing to have his back on this one. So other than that, I think that you've done an excellent job. I was like really impressed with like all the stuff that you found out about Mantis, especially that fucking interview you did with that dude. I thought that hit so fucking hard, and I bet she is like so upset right now.
Probably.
Oh, I bet she is just seething. Oh,
All right.
ooh, man.
All right,
Anyway,
bye.
get out of here.
All right, see
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
All right.
Good work.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. Yuki has provided me the video.
Have a good faith conversation.
And 1 second here. For the record, I like Kelly Jean. I think people go way too fucking hard on her. Like obviously there are certain things like people have criticized her for, like doing the baby argue with her. With
Don't
it.
care, don't care,
Not
don't
perfect.
care, don't care,
Whatever.
don't care,
All right,
don't care.
what was
Quit
that? How
yapping.
many subs? Mine pulls up like 47.
Where's Becky? Where's my boyfriend?
Fuchi has had like you should.
I don't know this whole thing. Corrected this. Yeah, this Yuki's pretty pissed about.
Oh wait, we've got this food stuff
saying that-
retail
This is not true.
first, haven't we?
Let's play whatever you want.
Didn't talk. How we doing?
Good.
Oh no, Becky. Hello, Becky.
Didn't talk. How we doing?
Guten Tag. Guten Nacht.
Nice. Okay. Hey,
Um,
how you feeling?
I am feeling all right. Feeling all right. It was
had to do a lot of mental stealing before I did this, and it still didn't work. I kept trying to like, okay, I need to make sure that I don't blow up. I need to keep calm, and I've also been dealing with tremors because I didn't even mention this to like my viewers. I've had 2 seizures this week, and so I've been like neurologically had things going on, and so I've been dealing with a lot of tremors. And before I started the stream, I was dealing with tremors. Like I was trying to do my makeup. I gave up on doing my lipstick because my tremors were so bad. I was just like, screw it, I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, go ahead. I'm doing all right. But go ahead.
You know, I thought I'd try and drag this back to the fucking Tom convo rather than whatever the fuck Extreme Dad was talking about, the fucking prison shit. Obviously, I think I've known a few things ahead of time, and stuff's been leaking and circulating anyway. I suppose the core questions I've got, like, hopefully Sass is okay, and like, is she finally like done with Twitch entirely? I think a lot of people are actually worried about her with all of this, and no one wants to see her vanish.
She's around in the background, kind of like associating with
Poor
people that she trusts.
Sassafras, poor Sassafras. Oh no! Oh no! Not Sassafras! Oh, not this stupid fucking sped Janny who does a light production work, getting a few links together in a Discord channel. Oh, not Sassafras! She's so hard done by. She's been so fucked over. I love how we've got all this like lamenting like the awful shit that's happened to Sassafras because she got like maybe led on a bit on Discord. Mantis's nudes got leaked. Let's be honest, the substantive thing that happened is actually bad. Happened to someone else. Who gives a fuck about Sassafras? Who gives a fuck about Sassafras? Nobody gives a... She doesn't do anything and nothing's happened to her. She just defended some fucking retard because she's a moron and didn't listen to anything anyone else was saying for like a year. Like, yeah, she's a fucking idiot. She seems like a nice lady. She was loyal. She seems worthless, is what she seems to me. It's just so pathetic, man. I just don't understand. I don't understand what the thought process is here. Where it's like, wow, this is all Mantis's fault. Mantis is such a horrible piece of shit. Let's skip over the accidental revenge porn that Tom did. Skip over that. Oh, it's just such a bad thing to happen to Tom, isn't it? It's such a bad thing. It's such a bad thing happened to Tom. So, oh, Sassafras is so hard done by, isn't she? I can't believe Mantis has done this to Sassafras. That's so fucked up. Bro, fuck off.
I don't know about like whether or not she's going to leave the Twitch poll or scene or whatever. I have no idea what it is that she plans on doing.
Chud says, I care. Sassafras, my channel is open to your story. Do not trust the Jewish media.
Communicative with many people. She's been mostly trying to limit her interactions and just kind of keep to herself and decompress from all this. And she's had another individual who has been kind of like helping field questions and run interference for her so that she doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's good. I think as a general comment about that, you brought up the fact that Mantis did a lot of running around sending Tom messages, gassing him up. I think that's really helpful.
Listen, you can't ban Addy, okay? Listen, Addy has plot armor. Alright, you can't ban Addy. 10-minute timeouts at most. Alright.
I think this is also a general thing that's probably worth highlighting. A lot of people don't realize that they feel like they're being helpful when they're constantly messaging their streamer and going, hey,
he's too funny.
This thing is happening, you should be aware of it, and you get like 30 different people telling you that, and it can make a small thing look like a big thing, and it can be really unhelpful. I've seen people spiral from it before, so I think that's just a general note. Hey, Kelly.
Hello, how's it going?
All right. How are you doing?
He does
I
have
heard somebody was saying something about me, but I haven't. I have no idea what.
Yeah, Extreme Dad came on to push back on some things that I said with my coverage of Tom, as well as to talk shit, I guess, about a couple of people. You were one of them. So we also wanted to talk shit about Mantis.
Talk shit? What, okay, how? What did he say?
I forget exactly what he said because it kind of went in one ear, not the other for me. And I basically said, like, I don't know why you're saying that shit about her. And he said, well, it's just a personal thing. Like, I asked him if he could, give him any reasons, and he didn't have any. He said, I just don't like her. I just think she's a piece of shit. I was like, okay. Yeah. But,
I heard him, somebody told me he said something about how he thinks that I actually did want Tom's stick. Is that accurate?
Oh, that's right. He did say something like that, and I pushed back on that immediately. So.
Ew, that's nasty. I don't want one stick. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for him to even suggest that is just gross. But yeah, I pushed back on that immediately. Overall, he didn't have anything substantive to say about you. It was his personal opinions.
So what did he come in to say then? Just to say he doesn't like a bunch of people?
Yeah, he's pretty much.
Yeah, Extreme Dad's.
He did say that I did a good job with
Extreme Dad's based
the information that I brought forward about Mantis and the interview that I had with when I interviewed Rude Mudgrab, who formerly used to be intimately involved with Mantis. That was about it.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I've only heard some of this sort of secondhand because I haven't been watching everyone's stream, everyone's coverage and everything. So, but yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of stuff. I need copies and stuff, obviously. So.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. It's not a hostile one or anything. But I've been picking through footage, and there's a particular clip I saw Food Shops react to. I was mostly laughing at the fact that she kept like referring to when she called herself pedo. But it's a bit where Jusek basically said, "Oh, and apparently Tom's a pedo," and there was some pushback on the stream at the time.
I mean, yeah, I told him not to say that because it's stupid.
Pushback.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he said that. I have no clue. I don't think it's substantiated by anything. It's just insulting. But yeah.
Yeah, I think
that clear.
Well, it grabs, I think that grabbed my attention because I'm going to be clear because I've had questions of like, well, you were friendly with Tom. Why have you said shit? Tom has pissed me off over last month, and particularly during the Wick stuff, really fucked me off. But yeah, I agree with Zonia that the unsubstantiated rumors flying around have been really fucking unhelpful, and some of them have been quite cruel to multiple people involved. So I just thought I'd highlight that one is not one that is circling, basically.
Wait, what else is happening? Sorry, I'm a little bit out of the loop, so you might have to fill me in with some things.
I think generally there's been claims around Tom's integrity with the way he dealt with people, the things he said on stream. I went over former conversations. There was a thing months ago to do with his history and credentials. I don't want to go too far into it. I think the main thing is, some of these things should probably be evidenced. They can be, because some of them seem pretty wild. And whenever you get a drama like this, it calls into question credibility. The other one, the big one, was whether Sass and Tom were in a relationship, which has been, I think, thoroughly debunked, to say the least. Which, aside from anything else, isn't just a strike at Tom, it's a strike at Sass, who really is.
I don't think
he's done nothing wrong. And seems to have done
I mean, no, the thing is that it was more about him leading her on, was more the allegation, I feel, was the point that was being made, wasn't it? And then he did say they were friends in those DMs, so it's not like they were in an relationship. I think the point was more about him leading her on, and that was why she was doing free work, and that was the discussion. But that's okay. I don't think that's been debunked, but that's okay. It's very difficult to debunk.
So how come she left then? I heard a bit about that, but not a lot. I also don't know who Sass is, so I think is she a moderator or something?
She was his head admin and producer.
She's a useless retard.
Also close friend.
Jenny.
Yeah, very close friend.
Okay, so did she just like take a negative stance towards the stuff that was happening in general and just be like, I need like a break from this type of thing? It's like the drama and stuff, or?
She shared my criticisms of Tom with the stuff that he was doing.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Okay.
Yeah, it's been one of those. I think I don't want to take too much time, but I do have one last thing. I mean, I'm clear. I'll have a video coming out about this particular arc from when Justic first gave the sack allegation to where we are now. I don't want Tom to crash into the ocean and vanish. I'm not that sort of person. I think it is important that there is some accountability. I don't think he should apologise to anyone he doesn't feel like he has to, but I do feel like he should apologise and should understand that in some way he's let his audience down, and the people who followed him. Not talking about the streamers here, but the people who really have steel manned him. We're all put here by the people who are our communities, and he should recognise that this caused a lot of fractures in something he built. I think that's a shame. Anyway, that's pretty much me.
All right, I'm gonna start pulling other people in to ask their questions right now.
This I hate as well. This I hate. This you're hurting your community. You're hurting your community. No, Ninja. Who cares? Who cares? Go find a new Discord, bro.
People come in and ask me questions, and I answer them to the best of my ability.
All right, no worries.
Yeah,
I was going to ask you. No worries. I was going to ask you actually. So I caught a little bit of you talking. You said, when I make debates, I take strong positions and then I walk them back. That's interesting. I mean, I'm not going to like fight you on it, but do you have an example of when I've done that?
Yeah, like when I pressed you on the conversation that I jumped on, we talked about the puberty blockers for kids, and I jumped on because I felt that something you were saying was incorrect about them. It was about why it was that Sweden had rolled back the use of puberty blockers, and as I pressed you on it, you walked it back to, well, I take these same.
No, okay, let's start. What was the really strong statement I was making, and then what did I?
You were saying that puberty blockers were not, or that puberty blockers have been used for years for people who have precocious puberty, and that therefore, because they've been used for that long for that they should be able to be applied just fine for the for kids that have gender dysphoria. And I push back on that.
It's almost that. What I actually mean is these meds are old, and for the most part, we know what all of the side effects are. There haven't been any new side effects, and it's very unlikely that there will be. It's not impossible, but unlikely. Yeah.
What I jumped in was trying to point out that that's not the way that Western medicine works. That they actually have to test these things per use case and per treatment, like what they assign for what they prescribe as a treatment. So they can't simply just say, oh, well, they're safe for people with precocious puberty, and therefore they're also safe for people that we are treating for gender dysphoria and giving gender affirming care to. And
I see where there's a bit of a disconnect there. So when it comes to the protocol of like
are we really doing the fucking hormone blocker shit? Oh brother, get me out of here. Oh come on. Kelly, talk about something else, please.
All right, Gamja, what you got for me?
I've had a few disagreements with some people, and I wanted to get your take on this because I don't know, I keep fighting with moderators, weirdly enough, because
my moderators?
No, not your moderators. I'm sorry. I should just say in general. I walk it all around in the space. Like I watch a lot of people, Destiny, you, Tom. I watch Tom for over here, stuff like that. Anyway, a lot of
long-time
people,
Tom,
especially some of Tom's mods, have told me, the ones that are still there. I'm assuming Raiders Cat is still there. He's one of them. They're professing that they're just chatters. They're nobodies. They're just chatters. But I tried to be a streamer before, okay? And when I got my oldest daughter to moderate because she's over 30, and I was like, hey, my style of stuff. Like,
how old is this MF?
And she's like, sure. But I trusted her to be a direct representation of me in the chat, calling out
things that weren't cool, because I'm catching up.
Wait, hold on one second.
Yeah.
What does this have to do
with
the
topic now?
Well, because
is she
and I started.
Yeah, she's still up to this rate. Okay, when this guy's done, we'll go on maybe. How do I get on? How do I do it? Is it in her Discord? I don't know if I'm in her Discord. Has anyone got a link? Oh my god. Scale Discord. Yep, tick. Okay. Okay. There's 3 people waiting already.
He was thanking the viewers for resubbing when they weren't.
Yeah, guys, 1 minute.
Because it was him.
And we'll jump in.
And I thought that was really...
Who? Jessica Pizzle, Maijin, and someone called Male Tears.
Oh no! It's
Yeah,
got.
so they
Thank you for the 1880, Jonas. Thank you.
updated something that
Oh my
everyone
God,
can give 10 a
speakeasy.
month.
Oh,
man,
okay.
okay, back him
You
out.
can give out 10 a month. It does 5 at a time.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just thought it was really strange. I was like, what the fuck? Because he thanked me, and I was like,
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Oh,
so
and in the clip, I am Grandpa Stone because that's my personal account. This is my creator account.
Okay, so let's take a look at what he says.
Yeah, there's 5 more. All right. 5 more.
And I'll jump back out now. Thank you, Zonia.
All right. Let's see how this plays out. It looks like he's going and doing it. It doesn't seem like he's.
Oh yeah, there we go. Nice.
Yeah, he looked it up and figured out how to do it, and then did it. I don't see him thanking anybody.
Yeah, there's 5 more. All right.
Jonas
I don't
super
think he's being
chatted
deceptive in this at all.
$5.12.
He's gonna
Go
thank
get him,
Grandpa
Tiger.
Stone here. It looks like because Grandpa Stone just comes up, joined X1 months.
We got a big backup of Instagram videos and TikTok videos and shit like that we normally use at the beginning of streams. But
okay, it's just all of them receiving them is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, if I remember that clip, he does the thanking before it because he did 5 before it, I think, or something. That's how that there. But yeah, like if you go to like yourself on YouTube, like go to your own stream, like just go to YouTube, go to your own stream, and then hit memberships. You'll see it there. You can gift for free up to 10 memberships every month.
Ah, interesting. Let's see. Let's try that. Let's see how it works. Do I thank myself? Is that what I got to do?
Yeah. Your own stream.
Yeah, give me a sub, Zonia. How you doing, by the way?
If someone's been here like a month, if someone's been here like a month and they're about to run out, they could get it too, and then it'll say 2 months, right? Like, so like, yeah.
How you doing, Zonia?
Oh, doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Can we put Grandpa back on his meds because he's just like tripping? Because I don't know what, like, he brought up a perfectly good clip and he was like, Tom lied. And then I was like, oh, he might have something. Then he started fucking rambling about gifting subs to people. I don't.
Oh, well, I just gifted myself 5 subs.
I was like, oh my God.
Thank you, Zonia.
Like,
how generous of you.
No, wait. Zonia, can I say the N-word on here or no?
I do have Twitch up, but yeah, you can say it soft A.
Okay, I'm black, by the way. Okay, I'm black in mind. Okay. I thought that old nigga was cooking. I was like, yo, he's cooking. He caught Tom lying. And then he fucking dropped the ball.
Yeah, no.
I don't fucking understand what happened here.
And Tom has a very dry sense of humor, so there's a good chance that he might go and meme on it. Be like, thank you for that. You know, I could totally see him doing that. But yeah, so that's not him trying to be deceptive or anything. Anyways, Neve. I'll go with, or actually, I think Speakeasy was in line first, and probably
no, Neve was there first.
If y'all don't mind, I won't be here for long. I just wanted to do a wellness check on Miss Zonia over here, and make sure because I haven't heard anybody ask her if she's doing okay. And
I literally just asked her like 5 minutes ago.
Multiple people have.
Like 2 seconds ago.
Even Extreme Dad asked me if I was doing okay.
That's just I just came over here to make sure.
And I've been DMing and making sure she's okay. She hasn't answered, so.
I just wanted to be, that's it. I just want to make sure you're doing all right. Make sure you're not stressed out. And also correct the fact that it was 6 gifted, not 5.
Yeah, you could have done that from chat.
No. I wanted to do it this way. It's way better.
Also, before I go, Extreme Dad, you totally killed that dude. Just wanna point that out here.
But me and Naho are giving y'all some support and love over here, Zonia.
I do not support this, but yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And it was also OD that dude said Wigger with the hard R. I agree. I concur.
Oh my God, you said it with the hard R too.
Hey, yo, I'm permitted. All right, I'm black. All right, well, half something. Anyways, but feel good. I hope those gifted did you good, Zonia. Have a blessed day, okay?
All right.
And whoever was in here hating, stop hating. All right, get some love in your life. Bye bye.
Yeah. Okay, Neve, what did you want to ask?
Okay, oh my God. Wow. No, it was pretty simple. Do you feel like, okay, so if assuming Tom is in salvage mode right now, right? Because that assumes a lot about his state of mind regarding the situation, right? But assuming he is, do you see a particular like what do you feel like he would need to do in his upcoming stream to redeem himself? What do you feel like there is an out for him, or?
I have no idea, honestly. Like, I know he's struggling with it. He and I were talking about it. It's a difficult situation that I don't think many people would have a clear course of action out of in order to salvage it. So I honestly don't know. Like, the best thing I can think of would be just come clean and be very open about the things that you did, unnecessary omissions of. Be open about the things that you lied about. He's got a difficult situation because he's trying to protect people as well. Like, he's trying to protect Mantis and he's trying to protect Saz. So that makes things difficult. Now, I the best course of action would be to just come clean and be honest about all the different things. But some of this also probably has, like, even though we may perceive it as being dishonest, could be just a perception difference. Like, he sees things a different way. Think about it. Think about the way it is that he, like most people outside of his little echo chamber, share the criticisms that I have of him and his actions with Kelly Jean and JSTLK, right?
Definitely.
But he just simply does not. And he and I have had a few different conversations this week, and that's come up a couple of times, and he still does not agree with me. So that's a big perception difference there. But pretty much everybody outside of his little echo chamber seems to pretty much agree with that criticism. They all seem to have roughly the same disagreements with him. So
I think for me,
yeah, go ahead.
I think for me, like, what I would need to see to even really, like, personally, I've already indicted Tom. My mind is made, but I think that what would be a good thing for him to do is for him to, in good faith, accurately represent some of the criticisms that are being made about him. So, like, three of the big ones that I see, there's generally, like, a lot of people don't like the way the Mantis situation is, like, played out. There's a lot of people who see him as like a coomer and a creep. And then there was one more that I had in my mind, but, like, I think that if he's able to actually capture what it is that those criticisms are, I feel like that would be at least a good first step. But I mean, it's like it's a mountain, right? And I say this because the last time he came onto his stream, I feel like he kind of just threw everyone in the same bucket, compartmentalized his feelings about the criticisms, and then wrote it off to, like, spicy chat or like Chud or something, right? So yeah, so I think that would be a really good first step for him, but I don't necessarily know. So
all right, yeah. I don't really know, honestly. I've thought about it a lot, and I feel like it's gone in a direction that I don't know how you recover from it aside from honesty. But yeah, probably accurately representing people's criticisms of him would be a good thing to do because it shows good faith, and it shows him walking through the thought process of the critiques.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's I've been saying this, the whole time, but there's a gaslighting element for him to
I was muted. I was muted. Fuck.
One's criticisms away and say, like, obviously we believe what we believe regardless of what Tom does, but we don't just believe it for no reason. And so, even when somebody has been,
I'll just go back. I moved back along. I was just eating, and then I'm just smoking now. So just give me a minute, okay, guys? All right, and then we're gonna try and get in.
Wronged, you want to go, not that I'm expecting an apology, by any means, but you want to go into that apology, accurately, capture, that other person's perception of the situation, acknowledging like what their feelings may have been.
Isn't Boots a bit
surrounding the
like Mantis when you think
situation,
about
and
it?
then just
They're
kind
kind
of
of similar,
communicate
right?
how you're going to,
In a way.
prevent it or whatever, right? So some sort of like version of that, I think would probably do him some good. But I kind of agree with you in terms of like, yeah, this is going to be a big task. But yeah, I appreciate you having me on, Zonia. This sounds like you're doing okay, and I will talk to you when I talk to you.
Yeah, all right.
Take care.
Take care. So what did you want to ask, Speakeasy?
Well, I was just gonna actually just because we were talking about the whole Mantis thing, I was just gonna like touch on the, because like she had came from my community before she went to Tom's.
Yeah.
Like she was a mod even.
Mm-hmm.
And like when she first went over there, she was like, she came in, she would agree with all my takes. She would push back on some things, but she thought I was, cool guy. She'd come join the VCs all the time. But then the thing with her and Vincent started going on, and like it was like she was like mad at my, like, I one of those screenshots I sent you there. There's a part where she says like, this is why Vincent isn't your friend. Like she would say this weird shit to me. And like it was like she was trying to like get between me and Vincent, and like she spent literally 60 days straight coming to, because I stream every day. She came to every single fucking stream just to rile up the people, call everyone, oh, you're all old Facebook moms. She would fuck with these people, right? And like this is how she started at first. She was cool with me. She was, when I got this copyright strike for playing a TV show, and like while I was waiting for the counter to go through,
I'm not going on with a
I
bunch
had
of
to
other
go
people in
stream
there.
some-
Okay, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Zonia will talk to me one-on-one.
or else, right?
I'm waiting.
So like I had asked her about this, and like she was all cool with me, and like
Something playing?
Listen, I think I'm the main event, guys. Okay, I'm not a panelist. Okay, guys, I don't come on to be part of a group. Okay, I'm the content. All right.
Shit, I had something playing in the background. My bad. But yeah, and like I thought this was funny that earlier Vincent had mentioned the clown thing, because
Yeah, I see it right there in the
I
screenshot.
didn't even hear that part from him before I sent this to you, and it's just
Oh, this is so sad. Oh, he was giving love yous in the DMs. Oh no.
Yeah.
And like this is like she
Oh,
went from this to
brother.
that next message where she's telling me my whole content is garbage, blah 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 blah. Like this, and this is what she would like this like narrative she has in that second message there.
That's 2 months
Yeah,
of
this one here, like this
time,
narrative
yeah.
is what she would come to my chat every day with, and like Vincent can even confirm to you, like she would message him and like complain about my content. It was so fucking weird.
This is a little bit.
Oh,
worse
this
than
is
the
unhinged.
pathetic
This
love
is
you're
so
basically
based.
fan. P.S. You're jealous of me. Again,
This is
it's
insane.
pitiful, and that's clearly what it was. Straight up jealousy, obvious.
Let's read this. This is epic. Hey, what up to the king of crap content? I ain't scared of you, bro. It's a shame you keep proving my points so consistently. Literally hundreds of clippable, hypocritical, pathetic moments to choose from. I guess Nicolina / white trash is the only content you got, or eventually devolved to. This is the community you always wanted? Was grifting the plan? Numbers over content? Or are you actually into this dogshit drama? Ha 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 ha, bro. It's just gross that you want to contribute to absolute trash on YouTube every day with this shit. Building a community and making money off trauma and shit talk. Ugh. Thought you had it in you to be better, but that was my mistake. Your reputation getting worse and worse by the day, my guy. Creators like you is what's wrong with this platform. You're being rewarded for stupidity, shit-slinging and low IQ input. Must make you feel pretty cool, pretty godly, huh? You can't succeed off anything with real substance. That's so nice for you. Keep blocking all the people who call you out. Clearly the truth hurts. I can tell, by the way. You crumble when you're facing someone smarter and more aware of what's really going on. You'd rather have low IQ adversaries so you can get an easy W, huh? Punching down is beta, bro. Can't believe you think you have any good advice for anyone. Haha, tripper. One word that sums up what you're doing, my guy. Pathetic. Love, your biggest anti-fan. P.S. Your jealousy of me getting with Vincent is pitiful. And that's what it clearly was. Straight up jealousy. Obvious to everyone but you.
Complain about my content. It was so fucking weird.
This is a little bit much. It says, pathetic love. Your biggest.
Oh, man.
anti-fan. P.S. You're jealous of me getting with Vincent is pitiful, and that's clearly what it was. Straight up jealousy, obvious to everyone but you.
Vincent is Rude Mudcrab, by the way, I believe.
This is way too much writing for shit. Like you two were never even intimately involved, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a bit of a TLDR for that.
She's actually like this right here. Like she had right.
Yeah.
Was there more at the bottom that I missed?
TLDR for that.
She's actually like this right here. Like she had right before this said she was gathering a bunch of clips. I'm done. So like that's why I'm saying like if it makes you feel better with your clips or whatever, go ahead. Let's see whatever you can expose. Like, I don't give
Or is Vincent Rude Mudcrab or is Vincent the other one?
Oh, yeah,
Vincent might be the 18-year-old. I'm not sure.
She was telling Tom she's gonna do that with me. Okay, go ahead. How about it?
Yeah. So like this is her way she does. She gets into places and like tries to ruin everybody in the community. Starts messaging people behind the scenes, saying certain shit. Like it's gross, right? And like I had warned Tom about it, and he was even saying in the waiting room, she's like, I know I pushed back on you every time you said shit about Mantis, but I'm sorry. I was like, you don't gotta apologize. Everyone, nobody had the same experience I did. I'm telling you, 60 days straight. I just got to the point where I started muting her because I was like, this is too much, man. She's actually insane. And like she admitted to, there's a few of us that can all confirm this. In the VCs the one day, how she used to run this Discord full of teens, and there was a room in this Discord called.
Okay, hold on before you do. I know the whole story. This one, but the problem is I don't have any way of substantiating it. I've seen the screenshot.
Yeah, there's no evidence. Oh, I love unsubstantiated grooming allegations. Oh my god, epic unsubstantiated grooming allegations. It's okay when it's a woman, guys. Unironically, this would not be accepted in this space, in this area, if it's been done to a man. Oh no, this is the one time it's a reverse squad W. But because it's kind of funny and not taken seriously that women groom, or that idea is not taken seriously, you can actually get away with making allegations of it without putting any backing behind it. That's crazy. That's like a hack that I hadn't considered. That's epic.
There, and if she would deny it, it would be hard to deny it.
Yeah, I've seen the screenshot. Mudcrab sent it to me. And the problem is I just don't have a way of substantiating that one. Like, being a character reference can be one thing because Mudcrab was with her for a while and you're close to her, so that's an important thing, and people know that he was close to her. But yeah, for the Discord thing, I want to be careful with that one because I was
no problem.
I was trying to find a way. Like, if I could find a way into that server and get screenshots of it or something, that'd be great. But
right, yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, she was just with us in the VCs talking about it, and
yeah, let's not dive into something that I can't substantiate. You know, character witness is one thing that I
what
can't.
Vincent said earlier too about how she was dating someone when she came to our community and started fucking around with Vincent. Like, that's true. Like, she would come into the VCs and anytime this dude would pop up, she would.
So wait, you thought this witch was a groomer and you still e-dated her? Sorry, what?
Leave, and then Vincent would leave not long after. And like, I know the dude knew what was going on right away, right? Like, it was clearly fucking obvious.
Right.
So like, yeah, this is her like a way of. It seems like she does this like, uses her sexuality to con men into being how she wants them to be.
Well, do you have any questions for me about the coverage?
Yeah, I actually did have one question. I was trying to find it. Like, there was something. Do you know there was somewhere where Mantis was being like stupid transphobic, and I can't remember if it was Tom's.
Oh my god, who fucking
the
cares?
The incident with me was in Tom's stream chat.
Okay.
I didn't really feel like bringing it up because it's not really like I felt like I brought up enough things that with Mantis going after people and saying shit. So.
Okay, and I did have I was gonna actually end with asking if you're still talking to Sass, if you guys are good. You guys all.
Yeah, we're still talking. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Well, I won't take too much of your time. But thank you.
All right.
For having me and
all right.
in the chat. Sure.
Let's see. We've got. Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
Hi. Good. You know what? Since you brought it up, and I know that nobody else has done it, I'm gonna do a wellness check. I don't know how many people did that. I was just like, gotta can't stop the flow of that. I feel like it's important that people stick to things that are substantiated because if you guys don't remember, Tom did a whole cope stream about Chud and Kuihman.
Okay, wait, is Jessica Pizzle about to spit? Okay, guys, listen, let's have a reset. Okay, we're having a reset. Let's let Jessica Pizzle. Let's give her a chance. Okay, guys, we're having a reset. Okay, blank slate. All right. Listen, I had no personal drama with Jessica Pizzle, so I'm willing to give her a blank slate of my impression of her. Let's see, is she gonna spit here? Is she gonna spit? Let's hear it. Give her a chance, okay, guys. Give her a chance. But I'm not going in with these shitters. Okay, I'm not going in with these shitters. All right, I'm above this.
Hey, Jessica, how you doing?
Hi. Good. You know what? Since you brought it up, and I know that nobody else has done it, I'm gonna do a wellness check. I don't know how many people did that. I was just like, gotta can't stop the flow of that. I feel like it's important that people stick to things that are substantiated because if you guys don't remember, Tom did a whole cope stream about Chud and Kuihman, calling their whole coverage into question because of they talked about things that might not have been substantiated. So, and the last thing we need is to give Tom anything that he can use against anyone.
That's retarded. No, that's retarded. Okay, muzzle it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. We don't want to give him anything to make anybody look bad. But I feel like he also missed his chance at redemption because he had it, but he decided to like double and like triple down and like. I think he can still save himself. No, he's fucking up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Well, I mean, I don't know because like the way he did it, he basically like so Kelly Jean, she's like, I wasn't comfortable with you doing that, and the way he doubled and tripled down was to be like, don't care, I'm gonna goon to you if I want. I don't know how you can come back from that, and it's like he's trying to. And
the only way for him to recover.
Hold on, let Jessica finish.
It's fine. Like even if he took the L on it, it's he would have to be like, oh, like there would have to be a reason why he did, like what something that his audience might accept. Like I don't know, I was going through a manic episode or something. like just lie or something, because there's what kind of reasoning could you have for I don't care, I'm gonna goon to you if I want, get over it kind of thing. I don't know how much of an apology, how because the big thing is he's been touted as a sex pest, and his actions after being accused of that was to be a sex pest. And so how do you come back from that? I have no idea. And that's something I wanted to ask you, like if you, because you're closer to him, what could Tom do to vindicate himself and to get back to where he was?
He might not be able to. Like, I think he's possibly burned his ability to network, at least with women, and a lot of his brand kind of had to do with bringing interesting women on to have conversations about things like dating and differences in behavior between men and women and stuff like that. And you know, it was a bit of a meme, but it was a thing. Like he did get you know, a lot of women on who were on Destiny streams. So that's a lot of his brand these days. And I don't know if he's going to be able to get that back. We'll see. Maybe some will be more willing to engage with him, but
I don't know if the
probably
the
going to
big
make networking a little
pullers.
difficult.
Yeah, like because like who the women that gave big pull to his stream, you know, like think of J Stock. Like he's grabbed Kelly Jean, Lav, Anna, all of these women that people watch. Like sorry J Stock, but people watch you for the women that you allow on the stream. they're not,
Oh wait, that's good. I think you can do that for free. You know, can I do that right now? No, because that speakeasy guy was saying some shit that you can give like free memberships or some shit, right?
watching a lot for you, but he's got
Team
that
effort, okay?
Yeah. Okay, all right. You know, I don't want to get the J Stock fans after me, but like Kelly Jean is a huge, massive pool, and I guess maybe like Aiko might. Or Aiko's still cool with him, so maybe he can have Aiko and
Aiko, from what I've heard, is not cool with him. Tom was telling me. Yeah, when Tom and I were talking yesterday, he said that he was hearing from people that Aiko was calling him a sexual predator on stream.
That's base. Aiko won.
Well,
I haven't
Aiko
seen
won.
it myself, so I don't know.
Aiko won.
She definitely had an awakening moment while watching the footage. Like, oh, I didn't realize Tom was actually a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the
and so she's
thing.
reevaluating her life.
When you're
Oh fuck it! You know what? I'm joining. Fuck it. I stop sitting on the outside.
I mean, think of great. Think of
reaction. That's a very nice welcome, is it, Jester?
That's just son of a bitch. The last thing I wanted to do was end up on a stream with Kuihman.
Kuihman, you're like a boogeyman or something.
What's
He
the problem?
is. No, I don't. No, because I am. Kuihman is the boogeyman. I don't want to get shit on. I don't want to say
a nervous
anything
breakdown.
anymore. I really am. The second I was like, oh no, please. Whatever I said, please don't talk about it.
Women has too much power.
Dude, that's so scary.
Listen, guys,
He
I'm
chose a
chill.
horrible he chose
I'm
a
chill.
horrible picture for his thumbnail on me. It was just it was
You've been
So-
had.
I've been had. Oh my god. But no, I don't see him coming back from it. And yes, it's just like fine, embrace it, but then I guess Tom's next avenue and his next community should be, I don't know, with the Vosh fans, because they seem to be okay with a lot of that stuff. So
All right.
yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. I think Glitterbell and Jube, you both had things you want to go through them real quick here, and then
Thank you much. Sorry for interrupting. I got chatty. I didn't mean to step on your
You're
toes.
fine.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so I don't usually weigh in on these things, but I've been listening to people talk about this for like days or whatever since it's broke, and I have thoughts. So
Yeah, I'm just
whatever.
telling me I'll talk to you guys while we're
I
waiting.
do think it's salvageable.
This is fucking
I think
AIDS.
he definitely fucked up.
This is why I didn't want to
and
join.
that if he's going to right the ship, he just has
Wait
to.
if these
acknowledge
fucking
that he's fucked up.
retards finish talking. Like, you have
Based on
nothing
everything
interesting
that
to
I
say,
have
you
heard,
retard. Stop
the
talking,
primary
idiot.
accusation
No one cares,
that
no one cares,
came
no one
from Kuihman
cares.
was that his behavior was
You're
quote,
stammering, you can't get a point out.
That is the most mild criticism that could possibly be leveraged against somebody. Like, what is a step down from a bit weird? Fucking nothing. Like, she couldn't have, like, he's just gotta eat that L and be like, I guess it was a bit weird. That was an L.
All right. A lot of people have been coming up to like say their opinions, but I'm more wanting to know, do you have questions that I can clarify for you or something?
Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, I guess it's a statement, but I want to ask to confirm it. I think he's trying to cultivate a sort of flirty late night atmosphere like Craig Ferguson used to have. And it seems like he's trying to keep that as an element of his stream.
It's a grooming sex cult Discord server. I agree.
Okay, Kuihman probably got more accurate phrasing. But anyways, okay. But so one of the things that is that accurate? I guess, is that fair? Am I assessing his goal?
I don't know if that's how he'd describe it, but yes, I would say it probably falls well within that vein.
Okay. So people have been saying like, how could he like save things? Can I respond to that, or is that like, because I guess that's an answer, but that's not a question. But
yeah, sure. I just don't want this to turn this into like everybody talking about why it is that they hate Tom. But
I don't hate Tom. That's what I'm trying to say.
All right.
I just think he needs to be deliberate about that. I just think that he needs to be doing that deliberately, and he's doing it haphazardly. And that there are people who can engage with a space like that to good effect, and probably also profitably, such as OnlyFans models who would benefit from additional exposure. And if he were to communicate with people in a scene like that in a way that was like not lecherous, and like establish some kind of relationship with them, and some kind of understanding that they may be comfortable being promoted on his stream, he could probably cultivate like active, mutually beneficial relationships with other content creators. And you could ask them questions that are interesting that OnlyFans models don't usually get asked without screaming whore at them, which is the only other way they have access to YouTube. So it's like, what's like dumb to me and frustrating is that it's like, I almost feel like he's kind of onto something. Like, it's not really my shtick. It's not my deal. Probably wouldn't be a show that I watch. But it's like, the problem is just that he's just directing this energy at the women who don't want it. And if he would respect that people like Kelly Jean are like, hey, if I'm in the middle of talking about like human rights in fucking Gaza,
Mantis
that's a
trading
weird time
YouTube
to
Google
pull
Play
pictures of me
cards,
and
if
my
I
phone
remember
there.
correctly. Wrong
And, like,
Mantis on that
instead,
one.
like,
Wrong Mantis
pull
on
up
that one.
Pictures for people who like want that. I think he could just build a platform and he'd be fine. I can get out, but that's my 2 cents.
Okay. All right. Jube, do you have a question?
Yeah, Jube's gonna spit.
Yeah,
I
guess.
I bereave. I
well, it's
bereave.
a handful of
By the way,
things.
Jessica and Claire are gonna drop
Oh!
out. That'd be great.
Yeah, bye. Thank you.
Oh, Jube.
Okay,
Oh.
so one, if I could say
No,
real
I'll
quick,
give you. I'll
when
do
he
the
gifted
1-2 with
subs to
Jube.
himself,
It'll be fine. It'll
At
be
like
fine.
17, 13, he actually names off a whole bunch of them, which were, I think, like offline subs, because I tried to scan and I didn't see another notification pop up on screen. But within that, a bunch of them probably auto renews, but he names a tier 2 sub and he's like, from JubeTube, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you clearly know that was gifted to me, and you're saying it as if I gave that to like whatever kudos for $10. So anyways, that's a slight extra little bit of context to that reference that came up earlier. But I guess
I
like
wonder
one,
if he just like
what's up?
I guess maybe I wonder if he kind of reacted to
Acting
the
feminine.
fact that
I'm
you got the
chilling.
sub and didn't
I'm
really
waiting my
think, oh yeah,
chance.
that was from the batch of 5 that I just gifted.
Well, that's the thing is, there's no notification on screen when he names these like 10 off. It was kind of like, oh, let me catch up on these, and there's nothing that shows up. And mine was
Okay,
specifically
no,
a
he's
tier
just
2,
talking about himself. He's
unlike
talking
all
about
the tier
himself.
1s that are in the group bundles. So it's like
Ah.
that one, and I definitely did not go like, oh, this is the time to go spend fucking extra money on that shit and get a tier 2. That was definitely not out of my wallet. Fuck that.
I see.
So I'm curious what's up with, or like where that one materialized from, but it seems like it was done offline, and then he read it online as if I had done it intentionally. So I don't know what's up with
Speaking
that,
of
but
which,
that's
hold
like
on, I need to acknowledge these 5 subs. Thank you, Zonia,
Sure.
for gifting 5 subs to the community. All right, go ahead.
nice. Base Zonia, Zonia's alt. Okay, so this is, I guess, like 1 or 2 quick questions, if any, and then I'll get out of your way. The compulsive liar clip that came up. This whole time, he's been so fucking evasive, and it's like using obfuscation at every turn that there's moments you see it feels like he's doing debate bro tactics. He's doing kind of like weird semantic word games. He's being a real like son of a bitch in conversation. and then it seems like he's trying to do the food shops thing where he like creates some drama, even unintentionally, but by talking about lolly stuff and then trying to push discourse on the topic, which he seems to be retarded and not understand why it's stupid to do both of those things at Kelly instead of separating them. It's like a panel versus the person who's uncomfortable. But it seems like he's trying to play like, you know, the point that like Destiny and Jasmine will push about sex work isn't different than regular work because you can't tell me a reason other than like religion or like it's sacred or it feels icky or these things where no one has like an objective reason why. And it seems like he's trying to play into some sort of like, oh, people can't debate me out of this shit. What do you think of that?
Okay, you're finally asking me something. All right.
Yeah, it was effectively your position on where he's coming from.
Clarify what was the question that you're wanting to ask me?
Do you think he's actually insanely socially retarded or playing a game?
I think he's kind of socially retarded in this respect. I don't think he used to be, though. I think this is kind of something that's developed over time. It feels like something that as he's sort of become conditioned to a certain type of behavior in a certain type of environment that continually rewards him for that behavior as he does it more and more. With a lot of yes men around him.
When do you think that change really happened?
Yeah, I was about to say. Is this like the last month and a half type of shit or just debate brain for years?
I think that it's been going on for a while, but I think it's gotten to the point where he can't take the criticism from those he trusts over the past couple months. That's the new thing. But yeah, I think this has been going on for a while and it's kind of
But none of you were criticizing him, at least publicly, beforehand.
Not publicly. I was criticizing him about some things like Sass.
Sure, but everyone swept like all the alt shit and all the credential shit the whole time, didn't they? Everyone was yes-manning him the whole time.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Well, it was completely. It was swept. And listen, he's been going around lying about that the entire time. And his credentials, no one pushed him on it past sick. So I mean, it just feels like you've let him get away with a bunch of shit for ages. Now you're going, oh, well, it must be Mantis' fault. It's like, no, this is how this guy's been the whole time. I don't know why you're just deciding that because someone...
I jumped on his stream and told him that he needed to do one of two things. Like his half-assed defense of the alts thing wasn't good enough, and it just made him look bad. I told him he needed to do one of two things. I needed to just own it and move on from it, or he needed to like come out with a much more coherent argument because the half-assed one that he did made no fucking sense and just made him look worse.
Neither of those things happened, and he continued lying about it. And you didn't push him on the credibility, and he's still lying about that.
Push him on what credibility?
The idea that his career path was within 3 years, he went from cold calling at a legal firm to running a car wash to being a Pizza Hut delivery driver to being a Pizza Hut general manager to being a Pizza Hut area manager to being Pizza Hut corporate rhetoric coach in 3 years.
I didn't see that conversation when you brought it up. I definitely was like, okay, that definitely sounds sus, but you're the one.
Well, okay, but yeah, so it just seems okay. So you've done this whole nuke stream to say it's Mantis' fault, but you're not even familiar with the evidence that shows that Tom has been like this the entire time.
No, I said that this is Tom's fault as well.
Okay, but you're saying that it's because Mantis is yes man, but nothing has changed.
I would say that
nothing
Mantis
has changed.
is the one.
He's got a Joker picture at the start of his stream. That's all that's changed. Nothing else has changed.
That Mantis is the one definitely further enabling this, and then of course he's no longer listening to Sass and me. So that's like seems to be the big change, at least in the last couple of months.
But you hadn't affected any change in his behavior by talking to him previously.
He admitted to me that he should have done one of those two things. He actually admitted to me on his stream.
Okay, it's one thing to say that you should have done something. It's one thing to say you should have done something, but actually doing it is a completely different thing. You didn't affect the change in his behavior. That he wasn't listening to you anyway. Whether he said, "Oh yeah, I hear you, you were right," he wasn't actually listening. He wasn't taking it on board. He was the same. He's been the same the whole time.
I don't know with the alts thing. He might have, but he said that I was right about that. My criticisms, and he said, "Yeah, you should have just owned it and walked forward with it and walked on with it."
Yeah, but he said it in a way where it's like, "Yeah, I should have done that to avoid the mistake," but he's still saying it. In
2020, sure.
But he's saying it. He's saying it in a way where he's not actually copying to the fact he did it. He's saying, "Yeah, I should have owned it just to save myself the effort." He's not saying he did it when he says that to you.
Mm-hmm. That's true, and now he still, to this date, says that it was a lie.
So you didn't affect any change in his behavior. Again,
he probably wasn't able to affect change, but we had
so
hope for him.
Okay, so
And
why is there the belief that this is any of this is down to Mantis?
He listened to Saz and me until recently. That's been a big change. Like that blow up that happened on the stream with them was because things had definitely changed in the dynamic between him and me and the dynamic between him and Saz. where we used to be able to be critical of his behaviors, and he'd be like, okay.
So
yeah,
you're saying
I
this
think
is
that makes
about,
sense.
so it sounds more
That
like
had
you're upset that
changed.
your friend got taken from you. That's what you're saying right now. There's no
More
actual
like
behavior
that
change in
he
how he conducts
no
himself on
longer-
stream, how he runs his channel, how he runs his
no
community.
longer
There's,
had any kind of critical input, and everything had to be fully supportive, and that was the thing that was different. So it should have been
yeah,
that
your
we
friend
still could
wasn't,
have had
your friend was being not as receptive to you. That's what this whole thing is about.
To
You're blaming.
any
You've just
criticism
spent a
from the
whole
people that he
stream.
trusts.
You've just spent a whole stream essentially pinning all of the change in Tom's community behavior and
Nope,
stream
that is not
on Mantis.
true.
That is. I've just sat here and
No,
watched
that
it the
is
whole
not
time.
true.
You've been saying, oh, the issue is there's this worm tongue. There's the worm tongue Mantis, and she's causing him to stray from the light, and now he's making all these mistakes, and he's turning himself into a lolcat. No, it's not Mantis'
No,
fault.
he
He's
was
a
making
fucking big
those
boy.
mistakes before it.
Yeah.
He was making
So
those
what
mistakes
is
before it.
Mantis' influence here, other than just she took your friend?
I would say that because he seemed to, even though he trusted Sass and me, he seemed to only really take input from people who were
So she
non-critical,
took your friend.
mainly Mantis.
Because he wasn't taking your input anyway. He wasn't listening. He wasn't changing his behavior. So you're just upset about the fact that he wasn't being as receptive in conversations because he was speaking to a new person. You were literally saying what I'm saying.
He was at least taking the critical input, even if it didn't necessarily change his behavior. He would admit to us that, oh yeah, you've got a point there. This thing that I did, probably I fucked up. I'm not going to do that.
But he
one
continues
again,
lying about it all publicly.
etc.
So why does that not sound like? Why does that sound like there's a change in his behavior and not just that he was lying to you the whole time? If he was lying to everyone else.
It's possible that he could have been lying to us the whole time, yes, but he at least
Only possible, not the most plausible explanation over the top of he got
us.
completely tricked by some stupid e-whore on Discord. That the wall was pulled over this 5-year streamer's eyes. That he just
I would
couldn't
say
see
he's
where he was going.
I would say he's just a very gullible person in this respect because other people sniffed out. For instance,
Yeah, you're just a fucking idiot. You're sweeping.
Vincent
you're sweeping.
sniffed out.
You're sweeping.
That's
This is
not
wretched.
sweeping.
You have been sweeping
There's
this
no
whole time.
sweeping.
It is because
There's
you're
no
deflecting blame.
sweeping.
You are entirely.
There's
You're deflecting.
no
You're
sweeping,
deflecting his
Kuihman.
agency. You're saying that there's a
No.
worm tongue affecting his
That's
content.
not true at
But you
all.
can't. You
I've
literally you
called
called
him
her
out
worm
for
tongue. You
his
stupid
agency.
cunt.
Yes, I did call her.
Yes,
a worm
you
tongue,
literally
but
said
doesn't
that.
Matter. She's
Yeah,
not
that does
a
matter. That is
mythical
diminishing his
creature
agency, you
who-
fucking
she's not
retard.
a mythical creature who can take over his
No,
mind.
the point is to say that he is being in some way altered or controlled, but he hasn't been altered. The only
He
way he's been
isn't
altered
being
is that you lost a
controlled.
friend, you fucking idiot.
No, he isn't being controlled.
So demonstrate. So what is the point of bringing up Mantis and all this? Why are you just dunking on the girl who got her fucking nudes leaked by this guy?
I talked about that on stream. I said that she was
Yeah.
a piece of shit. She treated me like shit.
So you
She
just
also
don't like
ran,
her?
She also ran reckless. I did
So say that.
on
So,
stream.
okay, so
yes,
this is just
I
a
said,
shit talk.
I said
So
this,
this is
this is
just a
in my
shit talk
coverage,
stream. So
Kuihman.
there's no
Kuihman,
substat. No,
this
no,
is in my
no, it's
coverage.
not. No, it's
Kuihman,
not.
This is in my
No, it's
coverage.
not.
Yes, it is. I
Hey,
called it out
Rancy
clearly
freak. Hey, you
that I
Rancy
intended
freak.
to
Shut
do
up,
damage to
fucking
her.
freak.
So what the
You
fuck are you
freak.
spurging
You
out
nasty
about here,
freak.
dude?
You
are
nasty fucking
spurging
freak.
the fuck
You
out because
nasty freak.
You
Shut up.
have nothing to go on, so you're spurging the fuck out and being a lolcow on your own fucking stream, dude.
No, I'm just trying to get you to shut up for 5
You are
fucking seconds.
spurging
I'm
the
trying to get you
fuck
to shut up
out.
for 5
I
seconds
was
because you
so
keep rambling.
open and honest about that I was going to do damage to her, and that was the whole point.
You're-
And I
I'm
thought
trying
she
to get
was
you
a
to
piece
shut
of
up
shit,
for 5
and I
seconds. I'm
talked
trying to
about
get you to
that.
stop rambling
So
for 5
Kuihman-
seconds.
So Kuihman,
hey,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
hey,
No,
hey,
you do not
hey,
have this one.
hey,
You do
retard.
not know what
Hey,
you're talking
retard, listen to
about.
me.
Maybe if you had tried a little bit harder to be a little bit more good faith instead of trying to get a dunk, we might have had a better
Hey,
conversation
retard.
here.
Hey, listen to me.
But
Hey,
anyways,
hey, you called her worm tongue. What is the point of that other than to diminish Tom's agency? What is the... Oh man, that was content. That was great. Hey. Thanks for the money, guys. 5 gifted from Mackenzie Carter Cameron. Oh man, that was so much fun. Fuck me.